Hi everybody, thank you for joining me here on Messy Girl Crafts. My name is Ashley, and if you're new here, welcome in. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome home. Today I am going to be doing a whip and chat with you. We're going to be working on Angel of Justice. This is her in all of her glory. This canvas is absolutely stunning. I have just honestly been having so much fun working on multiple kits, and I think that I don't know why, I feel like I'm going faster. I feel like I'm diamond painting faster because I'm enjoying it, but then I'm also getting excited to pull out the next one. So like right now, if you can see, this is all diamond painted here, and I'm working on this section. And then I have probably, I do use the perforated sections, but I tend to rip more than one section at a time. Right now I'm working in one section, which is actually two. If you look at where the perforation is, there's like this section and this section, that's actually two sections. So I'm just working in kind of a larger or like a taller block here. So really this is two sections, but I'm working at, I don't know. I just don't like to follow the rules, but I'm here right now. And then I have 1, 2 and a half. Really, I'll probably combine these four into one giant section because again, I just don't like working in these little half sections at the end of the painting when it gets like cut off towards the end. If you can kind of see it, there's like not a full section. Well, I guess it is a full section. No, it gets cut off by the diamond painting. Like the diamond painting finishes right here. And so this is just like a shorter section. So this will probably be a section and then this, and then I'm working on this one. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is that I'm probably going to get this done. This row that I've created done probably either tonight or tomorrow. Tonight is Sunday. It is February 16th right now. So I'm probably going to finish this row in the next day or so. And then the next kit that I'm going to be flipping to is Cozy Cabin again, which I'm very excited about because I am on my last row of Cozy Cabin. So I will definitely be finishing Cozy Cabin before the end of February, which is great. We're only halfway through the month officially. So, I'm very confident that I'll be able to get my last row of Cozy Cabin done. And then that means I get to kit something else up, which is super exciting because we are heading into March, which is my birthday month. And I'm thinking we might need to kit up a Margaret Morales. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure I think for my birthday month, I really want to get a Margaret under my belt for 2025. So that's what I'm thinking right now. But this canvas is beautiful. Once I finish Cozy Cabin, and I kit up my next kit, I will then flip over to Flower Crazy. I'll go back to do a row of that kit, then I'll do a row of this kit, and then I'll do my first row of whatever the new kit is at the time. So we'll just keep going in a circle. So I think it's really fun. I've actually really enjoyed poly whipping, having my hanging system. I'll link that video in the description box below if you didn't get a chance to see that yet. But basically I have a new method for hanging my whips and my finished diamond paintings. And that has allowed me to kit up more than one kit at a time and kind of work on them in a rotation. And I have been loving it. I love being able to do a row of a canvas and then go to the next one, and I'm getting equal amounts finished on all of them, but they're all different sizes, and so some will finish faster than others. Speaking of that, I know I haven't started diamond painting yet, but I wanted to mention this too. Something else I was thinking about because I'm now able to kind of have multiple whips going. I know that like literally probably more than half of my diamond painting stash is from Diamond Art Club. Like that's not uncommon. I know a lot of people probably have stashes like that. But one of the things I thought I could do now that I could have multiple whips going at a time, what if we always had like one kit going from a small shop? I think that would be really cool. So that way you guys could always see a different small shop kind of in the rotation of my kits. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I think that might be a good idea. So maybe after I finish my next one, well, I want to kit up a Margaret Morales for March, but then maybe after that, whatever my next canvas is that finishes, maybe we'll kit up something from a small shop. I technically am working on a kit from a small shop right now. I have Rudy Baby from Distracted by Diamonds as a whip, but that one is kind of like my weekender kit. It's not one that I'm really prioritizing getting done super fast. I know it's a holiday kit, but I don't care about that kind of thing. But Rudy Baby probably won't be done for a while just because I really only work on it on Saturdays when I'm at my friend's house. So I think having a main whip that's in rotation might be better for a small shop. And then once I finish Rudy Baby, I can use that weekender slot for like mini canvases, like my paint gems or my pretty little gems or my mini dazzles and stuff like that. Also in March, I'm going to be kitting up my paint they're Paint Gem, my space kits from Paint Gem for the mini DP Madness event that I'm co-hosting with Courtney, Michaela, and Kara. So if you want to join that event, you still have time to shop for kits. I know there's been a bunch of mini canvases being released, so I will link in the description box below my announcement video and the Facebook group if that might be something you're interested in joining. It's going to start March 1st and end on March 31st, and we're really excited. If you're really into minis, I even have a bracket that I made that you can participate in to kind of do like a college basketball March Madness bracket system with. It's gonna be so much fun. So thank you for those of you guys who are already planning to participate, and if this is the first time you're hearing about it, definitely check out all that information below. But anyway, so what we're working on right now is Angel of Justice. You guys haven't seen me work on it yet, so I just wanted to comment on a couple things that I've realized just from like the first big section that I have done here. I know it's kind of locked into the table right now because I have it in my Bella Art Diamonds table clamps, but like, I don't know. I'll just take them out. I'll just take this here. Let me put this. I want you guys to really see it, so I'm just going to take this out of my table clamp so I can give you more of a close-up, and I can show you how I put this back. A lot of you have been asking, like, how do I put my canvas in my table clamp? So it's probably good to show you that anyway. But this is how far I am with Angel of Justice. Can I just say that looking at the render without drills down, I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty, but it's dark. Look at how colorful. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Like, look at the colors up here compared to where there are no drills placed. It is so much brighter than you think it would be. I was genuinely shocked when I started putting drills down. First of all, it's very shiny. It looks super pretty and shiny. But like, this down here looks so much more muted. I don't want to say dull. It's just muted. But when you actually start putting the drills down, look at how colorful that is. And honestly, the majority of the wings are fairy dust. Like, there's so much fairy dust in here. It just, in person, it looks so pretty. Ooh, sorry. But yeah, it is stunning. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're going to move into this section. I've already started working on it. Ooh, where are we? Here we are. So this, I've already started doing like the top of her head and this medallion thing, but we still have to do all this up here. So I'll hopefully be able to get this section done in the whip and chat. But yeah, so this is Angel of Justice. This is where I'm at with her right now. I'm about halfway through the top. I'm like, hello. But yeah, she's looking phenomenal, and I'm super excited about how vibrant the colors look. I had no idea that they were going to look this good, and that just makes me even more excited. So let me put this back on the table. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so big. Oh, hello. Okay, so another thing I'll mention is I did, Eric, well, I think I showed you guys in a different video, but Eric picked out the washi tape, and I picked out the cover minder based on Eric, because this is for him. So this is my cute little cover minder. It's just a little ramen noodle bowl. Eric is a huge fan of ramen noodles and stuff, so I thought this would be a cute cover minder because it reminded me of him. And then this is the washi tape that he picked. It's like very galaxy. Oh, hold on, my light. Maybe my light will help it. You see it better. Can you? There you go. There you go. So that's like the cool galaxy washi tape that he picked out. So that's all on the outside of the canvas. And then I'm using my, whatchamacallit, my Elizabeth Ward storage system for Kit Up. So for the storing of the drills. So the way I do my canvas here to put it in these table clamps here, let me point you down a little bit more so you can see it better. There you go. So I have the table clamps on here, and here, I'll take one off just to show it to you better. So it looks like this. I have a binder clip on here because when you sit the roll of the canvas in this little, like, little half thing here, it will fall out easily. I just feel like this needs to be a little higher so that way that doesn't happen. But my easy fix is I just have a normal little binder clip clipped like this on the outside. Inside? Outside? I don't know. The side facing away from you. So it goes on the table like this. So this is pointing away from you. And I have one on both. So this one has one and this one has one. And this is just helpful for making sure that, like, it doesn't continue to fall out into my lap while I'm diamond painting, because that would be really annoying. So I have a binder clip here. This is like a big bolt, and you just screw it backwards and forwards to make it tighter or looser on your table. This is just like a plastic table from Costco. It's a 6 foot, 6 foot? Yeah, I think, no, 4 foot. It's a 4 foot table. I'm like, this is not bigger than me. So yeah, this is a 4 foot table that I diamond paint on. It's a folding table, so I can fold it up and put it away if I want to. I wish I had like a more standard table, but this is what I'm working with right now, and it's fine. So I just slide this right onto my table, so you see it kind of sits flat on the top there, and I just hold it by the top, and then I just screw the bottom. Which way am I going? Am I going the right way? I think I'm going the wrong way. So you just twist it until it starts to grip onto your table. Now, you don't need to like manhandle it. Like, you don't need to do it so hard that it like punches a hole through your table or ruins your table. You could probably even put like a paper towel or something soft up at the top, so that way it doesn't like scratch your table or anything if you're working on a wood table. But once you start to hear it squeak like this, you're good. You don't need to keep going. So yeah, that squeak means it's really rubbing against the table, so you don't want to do it too hard to where it like messes up your table. Again, this is a plastic folding table. I don't care if it does anything to it. But yeah, so I have my canvas here, and I roll it. So I like to work from the top of my canvas down to the bottom, so that way as I'm finishing the canvas, I'm pushing the pretty drill side away from me. And not in my lap. I don't like finished diamond painting in my lap, because that's how it gets like hair and gook on it. So I am going to roll the canvas inwards towards itself like this. I like to kind of create a tight roll because it just makes it less bulky under the table. So I really like to do kind of like a tight little roll up here, and it'll get bigger obviously as I continue to roll it, but I'm just rolling it like this slowly. Nothing, you know, it's not a race. And then once you get to a spot where you're like, okay, that's enough for me to put it on the table, I feel good. Like, okay, so it just fell onto my table. This is a good amount of space for me to set my, you know, you want to be able to set your tray and not have it like fall off. So I feel like one extra section of the canvas is good. And then you see these can move like out, like you can make them further or closer together based on the width of your canvas. I already had these good, but obviously I just took it off to show you. So I'm just going to loosen this a little bit, and I'm just going to slide it until my canvas fits between them perfectly. You don't want to smash it together so it's smashing the edge of your canvas. The things underneath have a good amount of length, so you don't even need to put this close together. I just kind of like it bracketing my paintings. It makes me feel more secure, but I just moved it a little bit, so I will tighten it once I put the canvas in there. So again, I'm just going to finish rolling up my canvas until it hits the edge of the table like so. And then I am just going to pop it into those little grooves there. So I'm just kind of squishing it in, and there you go. It's locked into place. And here, I'll even move my table so you can really see it good. There you go. Okay, so do you see how I pushed it and it just popped right in there? And it's folded over really nicely. I have space for my tray. And then I'm just going to tighten this one because there we go. And that's how you do it. So that's how you use the Bella Art Diamonds table clamps. I ordered the tall table clamps. I'm going to put a link in the description box because a lot of you guys asked me about these. I use the taller table clamps because I feel like it's better. I can go to any table I want and these will fit because it's like a taller clamp. Bella Art also sells shorter clamps where the C is shorter, and that one I think might limit your table options. So I just got the tall ones, but that's how I do that. Random little tutorial for you in the middle of this whip and chat. It wouldn't be my channel if I just didn't completely go off the handle in the middle of everything, so it's fine. Okay, so let me grab my first color. What am I doing here? I want this one. So this is 712. This is going to be the first color I work on. And let's get going. I'm just going to pop this open. Oh, and I'm using, of course, Bijou Gang. I'm using my Bijou Bliss tray. This is size original. That's the only size I get with Bijou Bliss. This is like the perfect size tray for me. It has magnets in it, so it magnetizes everything. The lid is magnetic. The stopper is magnetic as well. I am head over heels for these trays. I've talked about them in like almost every video that I've done a whip and chat. So if you're looking to try a new tray and you've never tried these, I highly recommend it. And then as far as my, my pen, I'm still using this pen from Diamond Art Club with the Diamond Art Club 8 placer. And then this is the just like a single placer. I have Tracy's DP World gingerbread putty in my multi-placer. I've had it in here for like a week. I'm pretty sure this is the same stuff I had in our last conversation, so I haven't had to change that out. And then I think this is pink wax. I think I still just have pink wax in the... Yep. Actually, I'm going to put some more in there. I'm just using pink wax right now because I have it, and I like it. It's like not bad. It never leaves like bad stuff on my drills. It's really easy to take off, and it's really easy to reload. Like, it's reloaded and I'm ready to diamond paint. So to each his own. Not everybody likes the pink wax, but I'm like, it's free and it comes with all of our kits from Diamond Art Club, and I want to start using it because I have it. So I have all the fancy stuff too, but you know, sometimes it's nice just to use an Old Faithful, you know what I mean? Also, I will say that the top of this canvas may be going a lot faster because there's like a decent amount of color blocking. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was doing this whole like cream section right here, I was trying so hard to place as straight as possible because I hate gapping. I hate when you can see between the drills. And I'm not perfect. There's definitely spots where you can see, like I can even see from this angle there's some gapping, but it's not as bad as I've had in the past. So I think I'm getting better. Also, I think that, like, you know, if you vary your multi-placing, it comes out better. So like if you single place a little bit and then multi-place, like it just fits together better. So I try to like vary what I'm doing while I'm working on the painting, so that way it just, I don't know, it ends up being straighter if I don't just like multi-place the entire thing. I think it's because when you go to multi-place, like here, I think I can show you in this section. So with my 8 multi-placer, I'm going to pick up 7 drills. When you do that in your tray, you tend to push them really close together so they can all get on your multi-placer. But then when you go to stamp them down on the canvas, sometimes there's a little extra room that you didn't realize. And so, like, you end up having to push them apart or maybe push them closer together, and that can mess it up if you're trying to put another row of that same color right next to it. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what the best way to do this is. But I've been getting better and better with my multi-placing and still creating less gapping. I think no matter what you do, if you have a canvas that has a very huge area of, like, cream or white or whatever, you can't hide it. You're going to see a little bit of gapping, mostly because the drill is such a bright color. And so the shadow between the drills sitting next to each other is going to be more apparent. Like, there's probably gapping over here too, but you would never know because the drills are a darker color and the symbols underneath are also dark to match the canvas. So I just think like it's less obvious in the darker areas and whatnot. So yeah, but I'm having a really great time with this canvas. Again, I was not prepared for how bright and happy these drills are. Like, wow, these drills are super pretty. And it's just getting me even more excited to get to this next row, because this next row is like her face, it's gonna be like a big chunk of her wings. We're gonna eventually get to, let me look at the picture. We're going to start getting her sword. Like right now, the section that's right after the one I'm doing has the top of her sword, but then we're going to be able to do the top of the scales, like the tipping scales that she has. The next section is going to be the top of the scale. And then also her like jacked arm. Her arm is like, she's jacked. I don't know if you can see that definition in that arm that's raised up. Those are my goals, honestly. But yeah, so lots of wings. Her face, there's lots of good stuff coming up, and then yeah, we'll just keep going on and on and on. But I was not ready for this to be going as fast. I thought that when I got to Angel of Justice, like it was going to take me more than a week to get through the first row, and that is just not the case. And again, my rows are bigger. I'm making bigger rows than the perforated cover sheet. I just for confetti areas, I just don't like to work in small sections because I feel like if you work in a tiny square and then you go to the next square, you're pulling out all the same colors. Like, I like to do a bigger section that has similar colors. If I see on a canvas that I'm going to have a huge color shift, I will end my thing here. Like, right now I'm just finishing this square because it was what I was working on, but normally I would have done all 4 of these sections at the same time because over here is the same color of drills that I'm working with over here. And then this, where the tip of the wing is, this is like a bunch of blues and golds and stuff. So this is like a separate color story. But my guess, like I was saying earlier, my guess is I'm going to finish this square and these 2 today. And then this 4 square I'll probably finish on Monday or maybe Monday, Tuesday, depending on how my schedule is. And then I'll be working on Cozy Cabin throughout the rest of the week. So actually, now that I think about it, the next time we do a chat video, so next Wednesday, you're either going to get a whip and chat with Cozy Cabin again, or you're going to get a post review kit down, which is really exciting. I don't want to stress myself out and try to force me to finish Cozy Cabin by the end of next week, but I would really like to. That would be really awesome because then I could start like kitting up something else right away, but I also, I don't want to stress myself out. So if it happens, it happens. If I end up doing a whip and chat with the last row of Cozy Cabin, that's fine too. That could actually honestly be fun if we were able to like do a whip and chat with Cozy Cabin, and in that video I finished the diamond painting. That might be kind of fun. I'm not going to do anything on purpose. I'm going to work on it when I work on it, and if it gets done, it gets done. If I need an extra couple days, that's fine too. I never want this craft to feel like stressful or like I'm pressuring myself on something. So, and I haven't so far. So it's been going really good. I haven't felt any sense of burnout. Doing multiple whips has not made me feel like, oh my gosh, I have so much kitted up. What am I going to do? Like, for me, it's almost exciting because all of the paintings that I have kitted up they're all so different from each other. And now that I'm doing month in review videos, I'm even more excited because I get to show you my progress on so many different paintings. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, okay, like, I didn't finish any kits this month, but also here's the one diamond painting I'm working on. You know what I mean? Like, and no, like, I'm not saying that's bad if other people do that. I'm just saying for me, I want more. I want to show you more things than just like one canvas at a time. And again, the only thing that was really limiting me was the fact that I had nowhere to store multiple whips because this office is where I diamond paint, but it's also where I work from home. It's where Eric works. It's his home office too. And so I couldn't just like have a bunch of diamond paintings like laying on the floor and I don't have closet space for it. But now that I have my hanging method, everything is different. And I'm so, so, so happy because this is definitely, for me, a more fun way to diamond paint is to have multiple projects going because I never get bored of the project I'm working on. And sometimes, like, if you spend enough time away from a kit, like, for example, I was working on Cozy Cabin for, like, multiple months. Let me see. I forgot when I started it. I started Cozy Cabin. Oh, wait, too far. Where's Cozy Cabin? See, this is what I'm talking about. So far back. December 21st. I started Cozy Cabin on December 21st of 2024. And I was only working on that one at that time. Like, I didn't have another big whip going. And so, it's a beautiful painting and I really like it and I've had a lot of fun doing it. But it was the only one. So every time I diamond painted, I was looking at the same canvas, the same drills, the same everything. And yeah, every section felt new and exciting, but I definitely am even more excited about being able to flip between them because now when I go back to Cozy Cabin, I'm looking forward to it. Like, I know that Cozy Cabin is next after I finish this row, and that is getting me excited because I'm like, oh, I haven't worked on that one in a while. I'm excited to like re-look at the canvas. Also, every time I go into my spare bedroom to like just go grab something for a video or whatever, because I keep my stash over there, I have Cozy Cabin hanging up on those frames. And so I get to look at it all the time. Like, it's just in there hanging on the rack and it's almost done. So it's all but one row is done on Cozy Cabin. So I'm just like looking at it in all of its glory, just hanging there. And that's been really cool too. So yeah, I'm really, really loving this poly whip situation. So far, you know, obviously things could change, but as of right now, I am thrilled about it. And again, I've told you guys this in other videos. I'm trying. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I am trying to not get like duplicate storage systems. Like I already have Elizabeth Ward. That's what I'm using right now. I already have Diamond Art Club. I now have the Forever Young system that where you kit up in the trays. I have the bottle case system, and I have a mini Elizabeth Ward, which is like a half size Elizabeth Ward that's from AliExpress. So, you know, that's like what, 5 different options, and I'm happy about that. But what I'm really trying to avoid doing is like getting another 2 Elizabeth Ward trays, getting another 2 Diamond Art Club, getting another bottle case. The only reason I might get another bottle case is if I get a smaller one. Because like, for example, for this, I have this big Elizabeth Ward system, but I also have a half size. And that's kind of nice because I use the half size for the kit that I take on the weekends. Rudy Baby is currently kitted up in my baby Elizabeth Ward style system. And so that is kind of nice to have a small version. The bottle case system that I have is 120 bottles, which is a lot. And like most of my canvases don't require the second row, or if it does require the second row, it's only like maybe a couple bottles in the first row of the second level because I kit up all of my diamonds. This one was one of, I've done it before, but I don't do it often. I kept spare drills in their little like things. So these are overage, and if I need to pour them in, if I start running low on a color, I have them here. But normally I'll kit up all the colors. Like I don't have any baggies like that kind of rolling around because I'm scared I'm gonna lose them. And so I try to kind of avoid having baggies like that just rolling around. But with this Elizabeth Ward system, I just left a row blank. You can actually see, can you see up there? Where is it? There. That is those are my Elizabeth Ward's spare smalls. And then you can see I have my Diamond Art Clubs right there. So these are for Diamond Art Clubs, and then this is Elizabeth Ward, and that is Diamond Art Club. So it's nice to have spare little canisters or containers to add to the system you have. But I just know if I go out and buy like another Diamond Art Club storage system, I'm gonna put something in it. And I like poly whipping, but I think that if I had like, you know, upwards of like 10 to 15 projects going, that might feel like a little much. I mean, granted, if I had the frames for it, they could all just sit stored up, but I do enjoy like having finishes, and if I had that many kitted up, it would be a while before I got a finish because I would have a larger amount of kits to rotate through. Like rotating through 4 to 5 kits, like, because yeah, Rudy Baby is only a Saturday kit, so that one I don't count as part of like the main weekly rotation. But like Angel of Justice, Flower Crazy, Cozy Cabin are the 3 main ones. So right now technically I have 3 large scale whips going. If I were to buy another like big storage system like an Elizabeth Ward, a Diamond Art Club, or a bottle case system, that would put a fourth big painting into the rotation, which now that I'm thinking about it, 4 doesn't sound like too much. But at the same time, like in a month, if I'm working on, let's say I finish 1 row a week per painting. If I have 4 paintings, that means every month I'm getting a row done per painting. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's really not the end of the world, because again, I'm on no one's timeline but my own. But I just don't know. I think for right now, unless like a new storage system comes out that I have to have, I think I'm okay with the option of maybe getting a 60 bottle case. But I already have the bottles because when I bought my very first storage system off of Amazon, it was just a tower that had the like bottle jars in them. And I didn't like the plastic tower it came with. So that's when I went on Temu and I just bought a bottle case that had no bottles in it, and then I took the bottles I already had and I put it in the case. So it was kind of a perfect situation because I already had half of it. I just needed the case to store the bottles in, and I was able to get that for a good price, and that was like a super amazing solution for me. So I'm almost thinking of doing the same thing with a 60 bottle case. Like maybe I can go online and see if I can find a bottle case that holds 60 bottles, or maybe even less. And because I still have bottles, I don't know if it's accessible. Oh my gosh, I'll show you guys this in a second, but this was a Valentine's Day present from my mom. Where's its eyes? Oh, I love it. His name is Zed, by the way. Hold on. Oh, I have to show you this too. There's so much to show you. So this is my big bottle case. It has Flower Crazy kitted up in it right now. But I'm trying to show you the other thing I have. Yes. Oh, come out. Okay. This was my very first thing that came. It had bottles in every single section, and this was the very first thing I ever kitted up anything in. I kitted up Naughty Space Void by Yume Art in this thing, but I didn't love the plastic container system, but I loved the bottle system. So as you can see, I still have a ton of unused bottles here. I don't even know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I have 36. There's 36 empty bottles in here. At one point, one of the ideas I had for these like random empty bottles was maybe I could put special drills in here from like random companies that just give me special drills. Like I think one time I got a Distracted by Diamonds kit that just had like a sample pack of special drills, and I was like, I could put that in there, but then I was like, I don't know if that's like effective long term. And then I also just have like washi tape stored in here right now. I have to put more washi tape up in the top section. I felt like this is a great easy thing for washi tape, but I'm thinking I want to get, like I was saying, I need to get a bottle case storage system that is only 60 bottles, you know, nothing crazy. Oh, sorry. I just smashed into the back of that thing. The thing is, when I film, I like push my table really close so you guys can see it better, but then like it makes the back of my chair very close to the stuff over there. But anyways, yeah. So by the way, this was from my mom for Valentine's Day. His name is Zed, and he is the cutest little guy ever. And he just like, I love him, and he's the perfect like squishy like. I love this thing so much. I keep him in my office because I don't know. He makes me happy. He makes me really happy. So he's actually going to sit with us. It actually feels really comfortable to diamond paint with like my arm like this. So, and then my cats jump up in my lap and play with this. But anyway, we're going to keep Zed with us. So we have Zed. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, the bottle case system. So I could see myself getting a 60 bottle case. And what I like about that is it's not me getting another giant storage system. It's me getting another small or like medium storage system. So again, I'm not kitting up, you know, a 100 centimeter diamond painting in that. I'm kitting up a medium or small diamond painting in that, which if I'm going to add more whips to my rotation, it would be nice if it were smaller pieces. So that could happen, but I'm really trying to avoid duplicating storage that I already have in the same size. I think it would be super awesome if Diamond Art Club also came out with like a half rack for their, like a half size for their storage system. So like, imagine I have big Elizabeth Ward, I have baby Elizabeth Ward. I have a 120 bottle case, I have a 60 bottle case. I have a huge Diamond Art Club, I have a mini Diamond Art Club. That would be cool. Diamond Art Club, if you're listening, I recommend a half-size Diamond Art Club tray that fits these. And honestly, maybe they're already thinking about that because, as we all know, Diamond Art Club recently released their, you can buy the containers individually now. Well, not individually, it's like a pack. And it was only small and medium. I don't think you could buy large. I think they only released small and medium. But with that being said, maybe the next step is that they sell you just the tray, and then that way like you can mix and match whatever you want. I would love like a half size Diamond Art Club tray, and I would basically, it would be like buying one tray, but it would be like a 2-pack, and it would be a small and a small, so it could fit like 3 rows and 3 rows. Listen, Diamond Art Club, are you listening, Diamond Art Club? That I would buy. So again, back to what I was saying. Right now, I'm really happy with my storage systems that I have. I could see myself adding a smaller bottle case system. If Diamond Art Club ever came out with like a half size of their system, I would buy that too. And I know that right now, for the event that we're doing in March, for the mini diamond painting event, Trabrix, I think that's how you say that company's name, Trabrix, they are sponsoring the mini DP event, and they have 40% off right now on their on like a set of their tray bricks. So if you're really into tray bricks or Trabrix, whatever it is, if you're really into that, go to the Mini DP Madness Facebook page. Courtney from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, she's the one who's kind of been handling all of our sponsorship conversations. She posted a really good post. It's like a whole thing about the discount that Trabrix is giving everybody. So I would go check that out if that's something you want to take advantage of. I think it might only be for a week. So if you're seeing this video on Wednesday, it's probably still good. But if you're watching this in the future, I'm not sure if it's still available for a discount. But they are sponsoring us and giving prizes away too. So if you win one of the weekly or grand prizes, you might get something from them also. But their discount that they're giving, I think, is like a week only discount. So make sure you check that out in the Mini DP Madness Facebook group. Again, that will be linked in the description box below. I'm trying to think if there's any other storage systems that I've seen out there that I haven't tried yet that I'm super interested in. I don't really think so. I know some people use the Tic Tac containers. I'm not interested in that. I'm definitely not interested in the ones that are attached to each other. You know, the like little tiny squares that are like attached and it's like a row. No. I know, I will say I've seen a lot of people use that specific kit up system for like the, not Elizabeth Ward, Josephine Wall, because Josephine Wall kits have so many colors. I've seen a lot of people use the super tiny containers for those colors because each color might only have like a handful of drills. But even if that were the case, I would probably still want to kit up in like something like this where I have like a super, like this is like the perfect size, like for a small amount of colors. I think Elizabeth Ward did it right with the size options for the containers. But then again, the original purpose of the Elizabeth Ward trays was bead storage. So it doesn't surprise me that they have super tiny storage options because beads can be extremely small. But yeah, I don't think, let me know in the comments, is there like another kit up system that you've seen that could be super effective? Again, I'm really not interested in like the Tic Tac containers or the ones that are attached to each other, or there's another one that I've seen that I don't really care about. Oh, the Harbor Freight. I have a Harbor Freight actually near me, but I'm not really interested in that. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a good place and I don't want to mess that up. I don't want to over kit up and then like really feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. So I think I'm good with what I have right now. Again, you may see another bottle case system that has less bottles in it in the future. If Diamond Art Club ever comes out with a half size of their system, I would get that in a heartbeat. And then Trabrix, I don't know if they're sending us anything as sponsor, or like if they're sending us anything as not sponsor, hosts. I don't know if they're sending the hosts anything, but if they send us anything to sample and try, I'll definitely show it on the channel and give my feedback, especially because I already bought the Forever Young system with my own money. Like I bought that because I saw a bunch of other people using it and I just thought it would be such a perfect solution for my minis, especially for the event coming up. But if I end up getting like a couple of the tray bricks or Trabrix for free just to try, I will definitely try them and see if which one I like better between Forever Young and the Trobrix. So yeah, that is the update on how I'm feeling about multi-whipping or poly-whipping and my storage systems. Pretty much everything's the same. I'm still really enjoying it, but I'm excited to explore new storage systems that could be a good fit. But again, only if they're kind of new and they serve a different purpose than what my storage systems are already, what their purpose already is. So like I was saying, the Forever Young system is going to be for my mini paint gems. I don't know if you can see them. No, it's behind me in the video, but right behind me is the 2 paint gem sets for the space kits that I'm doing in March and the Forever Young system. I haven't started the canvases yet, but I did kit up just the first round because the 16 canvases I'm doing for the mini DP event is from 2 different paint gem sets. So I couldn't kit up both at the same time, nor would I want to, because if I kitted up both, there are some colors that are the same between both kits, but they're 2 different symbols. And so I didn't want to get confused. And I'm pretty sure you can only store 45. You can only store 45 of the colors at a time. So let me grab the Forever Young system to show you. Oh, so this is the Forever Young box. I got the 45 set because I felt like that would be appropriate for mini canvases. They also sell one that only has 15 trays in it, but I picked this one. I am slowly letting the bottom drop out. It's going as slow as molasses, but okay. So this is the lid, fairly cute. This is, ooh, don't fall, please. Okay. So I actually just stored my canvases directly in here with the drills. So that's super convenient. There's a decent amount of space at the tops of these. So if you want to store your minis with this, that is awesome. That's what I'm doing. So here's all of my mini canvases. This is currently, oh, it's upside down. This is currently kitted up with the space set, the first edition. I'm also going to be doing the second edition. But I'm doing the first one first. So this is all of the canvases for the first set of space from Paint Gem. And then we have everything kitted up and you can see the colors inside. So they have these really cool little pinchy tops. So to pull a color out, you just pull it super easy. And you can even pull from like the middle. It's not hard. It's very easy. I plan to use it this way though. So that way, like, nothing falls down and it's really easy for me to just like pull up and put back like that. So I can pull any color I need whenever I need it. Doesn't matter where it is. And again, because it's a mini canvas, there's like no drills in here. I think the one color that had the most color, like the most of the color, was 939, which is like a dark navy blue. And like, that's it. I will say there was a ton of static, mostly because these are brand new and I didn't like wash them or anything. But, also, Paint Gem kits gives you their drills in baggies, and so the baggy static plus the plastic static made a lot of static, but I actually found it to be super effective to just breathe into the bag. So I went like right into the plastic bag, then poured the drills into the tray, and it worked perfectly. So kitting up maybe took me an hour. Maybe. And that's because I was taking my time and I was like trying to like look at it and see. So this is an example of what it looks like for Forever Young. There's this little pincher here in the front. And so I just pinched it and pull up and then it pops right open. And so the bottom of this is a tray. So you just like shake the drills and move it to the side. And then you can see the lines come out. Because it's a mini canvas, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of single placings, so it doesn't bother me that the lines aren't perfect. Also, the static is making the lines harder, but you can see you can get a multi-placer in there if you wanted to. And this one was one of the more full colors. This is 310. This is 310. So yeah, and then to close it, it doesn't close when you just go like this. You actually have to push. You have to push this, and then you hear that click, and now it's locked. So when you pinch it and pull it up, it's not locked like that, and then you just push it down, you hear the click, and it's good to go. So yeah, I really like it so far. The kit up process was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, and it comes in this really nice box. The cool thing too is if you got 2 of these and you could probably use the lid and buy more and have like it be like a double up situation. This first paint gem set had 29 colors, I think. So there's a whole row. This is all unused. But the other paint gem set, the Space Edition 2, has 30 colors, so I didn't have enough to kit up both at the same time. And again, some of the colors cross over, but in the 2 different kits, they have different symbols for the same color. So like 310 is the letter A here, but 310 in Paint Gem Space Edition 2 was a question mark. I don't know. I'm just making it up. So yeah, I really like it so far. I think it's really effective. I think that if you were ever gonna, oh, let me put the canvases back in here. If you were ever gonna try to do like a large canvas in here, that might be difficult. I just put the, my little canvases back right there at the bottom. I love that I can put the canvases in here and I don't have to like have this plus the box that they came in, because that's just like a lot of waste and space waster. So yeah, I just put everything back in this Forever Young box and then it's good to go. So love that so far. But again, I'm open to trying the tray brick or Tra brick system. I'm open to trying it if they're going to send it. You know, I don't know that I'm going to go out of my way to buy it because I already have a system that I think I'm going to like that has trays built in. But I mean, if somebody is going to send it to me, I'll give it a fair shot. Do you know what I mean? While I'm showing you things, before I get back to that, I also wanted to show you, went to Hobby Lobby and I got some really cute stuff on sale. Their spring shop is like completely on sale because apparently you can't shop for things anymore in season. You have to shop pre-season for anything you want or it will go away. So like it is not even spring yet and their spring shop stuff is like already on sale. Like it's about to go out of style. I'm like, it's like, it is Valentine's Day weekend right now. And like, they're already like, okay, get your last Easter stuff and we're going to start changing it to summer stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like relax. But anyway, so I got this, which is so cute. It's like there's 2. It's their feathers. Their feathers, they could be bookmarks. They could be things you hang in your car. They could be pretty little danglies on your wall. They're just really pretty, but they're feathers. So I thought this would be like a fun project that maybe I could do with my mom, because there's 2 in there. So that might be really cool to do with my mom. And then, oh my gosh, I got these 2 little canvases. I've seen a lot of people show off that Hobby Lobby has like these pre-stretched canvas diamond paintings that you can get. And I wasn't really interested in like the bigger ones, but I saw these and I died. So I got 2. I got the cherries and the bow. I am obsessed with like bows and things with bows on them. But yeah, I got both of these from Hobby Lobby. And again, they were technically $3.99, but everything that was from the spring shop or the spring collection, whatever, was like half off. So I did not pay $4 for these, which is insane. But they're super, super cute and they're freestyle diamond paintings. So you're probably not going to be able to multi-place with them, but that's okay. They're super small and cute, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I got, the bow and then I got the cherries, and I like that the cherries look like disco balls. So I think those are super cute. And look how convenient. All of the materials are in the back. So you get your pen, your bow, your drills, everything is like just packaged. This is like the perfect packaging ever. I really hope that Hobby Lobby keeps doing these minis. Wouldn't it be so cool if they like kept them in this size and you could do like a whole like a statement wall of just like minis that were just like put up like, oh my gosh, that would look so cute. Maybe in like a girl's room or something. I also got this from Hobby Lobby, which I'm actually really excited about this. They are stickers. They're diamond painting stickers, but look how freaking cute these are. Again, spring shop. But like the hearts and the flowers and the disco ball and the cherries, like the little kissy lips and the bow, the strawberry, like this is me in a package. Like I love everything about every single one of these stickers. It's very rare for me to see something where I like every single thing of it. Like I know Make Market has stickers too, and I was like, oh, I really like this one, but I don't really care about that one, so I don't think I need it. This one was like, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Need them all. Love them all. So yeah, that was my little Hobby Lobby haul. But yeah, I am excited to work on these. Speaking of special projects, I know if you guys pay attention to my community tab on YouTube, you'll see that I already posted a picture of it. But I diamond painted these cards. Can you believe that these were from Walmart? It was called, what is it? Olive and Piper. That's the company. But I thought they were at Walmart. Olive and Piper. But they are just so cute. Of course, I already have like a hair in it. But yeah, they're diamond painted cards. This was one of the cards I got. I also did, I don't have them because I already gave them to people. One was like sushi with like a bottle of soy sauce. And it said, "You're my soy mate." And that one I gave to Eric for Valentine's Day. And then the other one said, "I love you." And it had an orange kitty on it with like heart-shaped sunglasses. Here, I'll post a picture of all of them finished so you can see. So I'll put up a picture. But it was just so cute. And I gave the cat one to my mom and my stepdad. But this one I made for you guys. And so I wrote you guys a little poem inside. It says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. My favorite thing about diamond painting is you." And then I put a cute little like sticker, a couple stickers. These are stickers that I put in here. And then I signed it for Messy Girl Craft. So I put this in my, whatchamacallit, in my community tab on YouTube. And this is my card, my Valentine's Day card to all of you. I love you guys so much. There's an envelope. I couldn't mail it to you. So I just kept the envelope separate. But yeah, so that was a Hobby Lobby haul that I forgot to show you guys. But yeah. How was your Valentine's Day, by the way? I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. It's Sunday, so Valentine's Day was a couple days ago. Hold on. I have my cover minder, but I didn't actually put it on my canvas. Get under there. Does anyone else love doing this with their cover minders where they like drag the magnet underneath? It's just fun. Anyway, how was your Valentine's Day? I hope it was good, even if you were just kind of like chilling by yourself. That can be fun. Honestly, I love just having a day all to myself. I actually have a work trip planned for early April. It's like April 7th through the 10th, and I'm going to be going to Seattle, Washington, which I'm so excited about. I've never been to Seattle before, and I have to go for a work trip. And so I originally was trying to take people with me. I still technically am, because I got a room, and the school, pays for me to go. But, they don't really care if you bring someone like to travel with. Like, obviously they can't like go to the conference or whatever and do work and stuff. But like, if they're with you, they're with you. So I was trying to bring, well, first of all, my first choice is always Eric, but he can never get the time off to do like those long trips. So he's not coming. Then I tried to get my mom to come, but she might be out of town that week. So she might not be able to come. And then I have my other friends, Casey and Sarah. So I'm trying to get them to come and see if they can come. But then I was thinking about it. If they decide that they can go, I'm so down for them to come. But if they can't come, I was like, maybe it's not a bad thing if I'm there by myself, because when the conference is over for the day, like you go to the education sessions during the daytime, and then in the evenings, like you might go out to dinner with a couple people that you met at the conference or whatever. But if you're feeling just like burnt out, your social battery is at 0, and you just want to chill, I could just go get food. Like, I can go get myself something to eat, and then I could go back to the hotel and just like, ooh, wait, I missed a drill. I could just go back to the hotel and like diamond paint. Or what else I was thinking would be really fun is if I am alone at night after I go eat, I can bring my diamond painting with me and go diamond paint somewhere like out in public, like at a coffee shop, or if the weather's really nice, maybe outside at a table. I don't know. It's the beginning of April that I'm going, so I still have some time to think about it, and I still have to figure out if I have people going with me or not, because obviously if I have people staying in the room with me and hanging out with me, I'm not going to be like diamond painting while they're with me, because that's like a waste of time. So I would rather be spending my time with my friends or my family or whatever. So that is going to be really fun. I'm interested to see how that shakes out, and I'll let you guys know what ends up happening with that. Let's see. I will do the number 7, which is right here. So that will be fun, potentially, to do a little diamond painting and have some me time. So anyways, back to what I was saying. If you ended up spending Valentine's Day by yourself, that was the point, was that like, it's okay sometimes to do that. And sometimes it's actually really relaxing and fun to not have plans. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do that to myself Are you guys like that too? Tell me in the comments if you're also the type of person who like for me, in the moment, I will make a plan and I'll be like really excited about that plan. But then the day that the plan comes up, I regret making the plan. I'm like, Ashley, why didn't you just let yourself relax? Like, why did you have to fill every negative space in your calendar with something to do? Like, you don't always need to be doing something. You could just chill. You could just sit down and relax. I don't know how to do that. I feel like fundamentally, I don't know how to relax. I mean, I do know how to relax. This is relaxing. But I mean, I don't know how to sit still. I don't know how to stop thinking. I don't know how to stop moving forward in something. Even diamond painting, I turned it into like a channel. I couldn't just diamond paint. I couldn't just chill and diamond paint. I was like, no, I need to make it like a whole thing. I don't know why I'm like that. I'm having fun doing it. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how to just, like, just chill. Just relax. Just do the thing for what the thing is. Even the Seattle trip, I was like, well, that's a little different because I know that 4 days by myself, I'm going to get extremely lonely. Which I think diamond painting will help with that because I'll have something to do to keep my mind off of the fact that I'm like sitting in a hotel room in a new city by myself, for days. But even Seattle, my first gut reaction was like, who can I take with me to like, so I can be entertained and have something to do at all times. Like imagine if I just went to Seattle and got a big fancy hotel room all to myself and could like take a boiling hot shower and get in my PJs and watch movies and eat junk food and like, I can't stay up too late because I do have to go to the conference, but like overall, it's basically like a vacation, sort of. Like I'm still going to the conference during the day, but at night I have the whole night to myself with no responsibility, and like that's nice. But no, I was like, I need to fill it with stuff. So I don't know. I've never been good at just not like just not putting more stuff onto the plate. Like anytime I see free time on my calendar, I'm like, what could I fill that with? It's like, what if you just didn't fill it and you just chilled? Although I will say that now that I diamond paint and I have a lot of other crafts that I'm interested in, my evenings, like my regular evenings when I get home from work, I don't like schedule it. Like I don't put it on a calendar or anything, but I do mentally tell myself like, okay, tonight I'm going to diamond paint and I'm going to work on this project, or I'm going to diamond paint and I'm going to do laundry. Ooh, that reminds me, I have to do laundry today. Don't let me forget. I have to do laundry. But yeah, like it's way more like in my mind, I have to tell myself like, okay, when you get home from work tonight, you're going to do X, because if not, I will just squirrel brain and I'll just do other things that might be important, but I get very disorganized if I don't plan out what I'm doing. And so typically I tell myself like, okay, tonight you're going to edit the video that you filmed the other day and you're going to diamond paint. And I have to tell myself that or else I won't do it. I'll get pulled into something else. So same thing with the gym. Like when I go to the gym, I have to tell myself like, tonight you're going to the gym. Like you can't skip that. You're going. You don't make other plans with yourself because you're going to the gym. Like, because if I'm left unattended, I'll come home and Eric will be like, okay, like, are you ready to go to the gym? And I'll be like, oh yeah, but then I have this other thing. I had this idea, and he's like, oh, okay, So I have to regulate myself just a little bit so that I don't go off the rails. But on the flip side of that, because I do that, I have to keep myself in check. I tend to be extremely organized, which actually makes me have more of a fun time because then I'm really getting to enjoy whatever I'm doing in the moment because I set aside time to do whatever that thing is, whether it's the gym, diamond painting, coloring, other crafts, baking, hanging out with Eric, watching a movie, being with my friends. Like if I mentally designate that time for that activity or that person or that thing, I'm in it. Like when I'm in that time, I'm fully present in that moment for that thing. And then I move on to the next thing. But if I don't plan, I'm just like, like I'm spaghetti. So let me know. Let me know if you relate to that in any way. Okay, I need my next color. Was there anything else? Oh wait, I forgot. There's 3 right here. I always do that. I always like close the lid and then I find like just 2 or 3 more drills I have to put down for that color. All right, let me check for real. No, this color's done. Okay. What else was I was going to tell you? Oh, what I bought this week. So I honestly, Diamond Art Club needs to chill because they are coming out with these banger paintings. Like, holy cow, every week it's like must-haves galore. But I will say I have been much more judicious with my purchases recently. Last month I got a ton of stuff, but it was mostly because I was getting all of the restocks that I wanted that didn't come out before I was, or came out before I was diamond painting. For some reason, in January, they restocked like pretty much almost my entire wish list. There's only 2 paintings left on my Diamond Art Club wish list. So that is really exciting. But basically what that means is I only really look at Diamond Art Club for new releases now. And I'm trying to be picky. I'm not as picky as some other people. Like, I'm still buying stuff, but like, I don't have to buy every single week. If I find a painting that I think is pretty, but I'm not like obsessed with, I try my best to just like put it on my on the fence wish list. I have a wish list with Diamond Art Club that just is, it's called On the Fence, and that's exactly what it is. It's a wish list where if I ever see a kit that's coming out on Saturday that I know I want for sure, but I want to get the free shipping, I'll go to my On the Fence wish list, and if any of those items are in stock and I'm feeling particularly like, oh, I think I really do want this one, I'll pick it up. Or if there's like a big sale going on, maybe I'll get it. But I'm not forcing it because obviously my stash is already pretty big, and which is fine, but I just like, I don't want to get stuff just to get stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get stuff because I'm like head over heels about it, and I really do see myself working on that painting, or it's like one of my favorite artists or something. But even still, the only artist that I'm like, I will buy every single painting from is Margaret Morales. Even Mrs. Butter D, even Chrisabug or Ivy Dollamore, I don't have every single one of their paintings, nor do I necessarily want to have every single one of their paintings. I have a lot, I have a lot of their artwork because I really love their artwork, but they're not always a must-have. Like for this week, that Mrs. Butter D kit came out. It was super cute. It was like a girl kneeling down with her dog, and it was like a very like hippie 70s color scheme, and it was super pretty and cute. It just wasn't my vibe. It just wasn't. I love the artwork for what it is, but like as a diamond painting, I was like, I don't need it. It mostly because I am not a huge fan of like that 70s motif, like the guitar and the orange and yellow and the browns, and also like I love all animals, but all of you know that I'm a cat person more than a dog person. So like, would I have felt different if what was in the artwork was different? Yeah, maybe. No, I'm not going to say for sure yes or no, but like, yeah, that could have been a thing. But I think it's a beautiful piece of art, and like, would I love an art print of that image? Sure, I think that it's super cute. I don't need to diamond paint it. And that's something that I'm trying to get a lot better about in distinction in my head is, do you just like the artwork or do you want to diamond paint it? Because that was, honestly, there's a ton of kits that have come out in the new year already where I was like, Ashley, you like the artwork, but I don't think you would enjoy diamond painting it. Or if you did diamond paint it, it would be like, you would have to commit to the fact that it's like monochromatic, or it's not your normal color palette that you like, or it's a different image than you're used to. Like, sometimes I like to do things just for the challenge of it. Like one of the canvases that I literally was like, I almost got it, but I ended up not getting it, was that, who was it? Hold on, I think it was Chuck Pinson. I'm going to go to Diamond Art Club's website so I don't misspeak about it. Diamond Art Club. Let me see. Zed is here with us shopping. Let me go to new arrivals. Yep, Chuck Pinson, Edge of Destiny. That canvas is like, it's like a Josephine Wall in my opinion. It's that detailed. It's huge, but I'm just looking at it. There's like the horses and the lighthouse and the cottage, and then there's a barn, and then the ocean and birds and mountains and birds and flowers and birds. There's just a ton going on in this painting, and it's gorgeous. Like, it's so vibrant, which is so Chuck Pinson. I know some of Chuck Pinson's stuff is muted, but I also feel like he does a lot of, like, really colorful ones, too. The render, I watched Kara's unboxing video of this, her sneak peek, and I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. But, like, I'm just like, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life right now. Maybe later. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's really pretty. Like, it's really, really pretty, but I just don't know. It wasn't a must-have. And I'm just like, Ashley, don't buy it just because you think it's a pretty picture. Like, are you willing to diamond paint? Like, what size is it? 92.8 centimeters by 69.9 centimeters. Like, do you want to add another big mamma jamma to your stash when you're not, like, head over heels over it? And so I didn't pick it up, but I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I cannot wait. Honestly, what might tip my scales for this painting is if I see someone finish it. Sometimes when I see it finished, that changes my mind, but for right now, I don't need it. I definitely picked up Alice and Roses from Margaret Morales. That was like a given. Again, I will buy every single one of her paintings. I want to collect all of her diamond painting art. I think I love her art style. It's absolutely incredible. Another one that I put on my on the fence wish list that I didn't end up picking up, but I thought was beautiful, was the Stephen Sundrum Ships in a Bottle. You want to know what's really silly? The only reason that I didn't end up getting that one, okay, not the only reason, but one of the reasons, the straw that broke my back to not get that kit was the dolphin jumping out of the bottle. I don't know why, but that bothered me. I was like, if the whole scene stayed in the bottle, I think I would have maybe ended up getting it, because I think it's really pretty, and I love the idea of, like, a world in a bottle. Like, it's a beautiful painting. But something about that dolphin jumping out of the bottle and making it, like, this weird, like, fantasy breaking reality thing, it took me out of it. So I didn't end up getting that ship in a bottle one because of the dolphin jumping out of the bottle. It's on my on the fence wish list because, you know, who knows if I decide to change my mind in the future, but, like, that made it not a must-have for me. Let's see, what else? Oh, excuse me. I know some of these paintings aren't showing up on new release anymore because they sold out. Starry Night, that's another one that's kind of like, it's beautiful, but it's not a must-have. That's the one with, it kind of looks like a galaxy, and you're looking up through a bunch of, like, peaks and mountains and stuff. Really pretty, but again, beautiful image. Would it be fun to diamond paint? I'm not really sure because it's very dark, and I tend to like more bright and colorful images. Where is the one? Is it gonna be here? Maybe I should just search out of stock. Let me do that. Where is that listed here? Usually there it is, right? Yeah, out of stock. So the other one that I got with the, whatchamacallit, with the Alice one from Margaret Morales, I also picked up Starfire Dance by Yume Art. Holy cow, that is beautiful. And of course, okay, if you guys don't follow all of your favorite Diamond Art Club artists, or any artist, any shop's artist, if you don't follow them on Instagram or just go look at their personal websites, maybe that should be the video series I do, is like looking at all of the artists, what the artists are posting. Instead of like the diamond paintings that are like doing like a roundup of the diamond paintings, maybe I need to do a roundup of the artists that we all know and love, because they're constantly creating new art and posting new art. And I feel like if more people could see what art they're producing in real time, the more people could submit those art works to voting so that we could get the kits faster. Because sometimes it takes a while for a bunch of people to like get on to something, like to see it or to realize. A lot of times people will post in the Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group, like, just submitted this to licensing, and then a bunch of people are like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. But I don't know this for sure, but I feel like if more people were to submit the same painting as a recommendation to the licensing department at Diamond Art Club, I think it would show up in voting faster or sooner. That's just my guess. Again, I don't know that for sure. But Starfire Dance from Yume Art, freaking gorgeous. And then the next day after this painting was like sneaked on Instagram for Diamond Art Club, Yume posted a new photo, or I don't know actually. I don't know if it's new artwork, but it was definitely a new image of this beautiful, like, it looked like a series. It looks like this is a series of, like, these beautiful girls with these really awesome, like, fiery, fun dresses. It was, like, cosmic something. Let me look on Instagram. I'll go find it. Yume art. Here we go. It is called, oh my god, this is even prettier than the first one in my opinion. It's called Stellarium dress. I'm gonna post a picture here. I'll put up a picture right over here of Stellarium dress. This is, I'm gonna save it on my computer so I can insert it for you guys later. But yeah, this picture is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh. All right. I'll put it on my desktop later. I'll leave it pulled up. But yeah, it's like her dress is like, it's got like constellations in it and stars, and it's glittery, and her hair is like beautiful. Oh my gosh, this dress is everything. So could you imagine having both of them, the Starfire dance one and Stellarium dress? Sign me up. Sign me up. It looks like the same girl too, which I think is really cool. I like it when there's like continuity amongst paintings like that. Like Mrs. Butter D has that one girl with the pink ponytail in a lot of her paintings. Like I like that. I think it's fun to kind of collect things like a series. But anyways, so yeah, those were, let me go back to new arrivals. Yeah, the ones that I was on the fence about but didn't end up getting, which was Edge of Destiny, Ship in a Bottle, and the other one, which it went out of stock. Let me go back to out of stock. Home of the Coven, that was actually Michaela's sneak peek, and oh my gosh, I really like that one, but I was like, again, it's a beautiful image, but I don't know if I would enjoy diamond painting it. It's very dark, her hat is very dark, the sky is very dark. The most fun part of this painting would be her and that little bottom corner that has like some pink and orange like sunset colors. But like, I don't know if I would enjoy diamond painting the hat and the sky. Maybe I would. I don't know. This is another one where if I see it finished, it's probably going to tip the scales for me. But I did heart it and I put it on my on the fence wish list. So those are some paintings that came out from Diamond Art Club. Let me go to whatchamacallit, Jade. Jade came out with some real good ones too. So from hand rendered, because I'm at the point now where I'm really trying to stick to hand rendered diamond paintings. That's because I just know that's what I like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I just know that that's what I prefer. So if I'm going to spend my own money on something, it's probably going to be on something that's hand rendered more likely than not. Unless it's an image like a Josephine Wall where it's just like you just got to do what you got to do, or if it's like another diamond painting where the image is so important to me that I don't even care that it's like computer charted with hand touch-ups or whatever. But Jade came out with Princess of Mushrooms, hand charted or pixel charted. I will definitely need to get that into my stash eventually. I'm not going to buy it right this second, but I do want to get it eventually because I want to collect all of the Mario Princess panels from Jaded Gem Shop once they're all hand rendered. I do already have the first one. It's called like Princess of Stars or something like that, which is Rosalina. This one I believe is kind of inspired by Toadette. And then they also have Daisy and they have Peach, and so I want all four. I think that would be freaking awesome to have all four panels. So I will eventually be getting Princess of Mushrooms, just not yet. And then the other one they came out with that was pixel charted, Dragon Cafe. That one is really, really cute. I don't know if it's a must-have, but it's really, really cute. Maybe if a sale happened and I was just struck with it, maybe I would get it if I was getting something else. Dragon Riders, holy cow. Dragon Riders by Chrisabug, the pixel charted version of Violet and Zayden. I just finished that series. I just finished Onyx Storm. So like that one, I definitely think I want to pick up. I'm not going to lie. I wish that he was, so Zayden in the image, his face is a little soft. And in my mind, when I read that book, I pictured him more like he had a very strong jawline. He was more chiseled. I love his skin color is perfect because I pictured him as a person of color. So the fact that he has a darker skin tone, that I'm extremely happy about. But I just wish that his jawline was a little more like rigid. And actually, if you look at the original picture from Chrisabug drew him more like strong jawed, but with diamond painting it's really hard to get like a straight line, especially at an angle like that. So if I did get that kit, maybe I would try to like straighten up his jawline a little bit more, because he's cute he's not hot. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I picture Zayden to be like hot. So we'll see. But it's beautiful, and I love Violet in the picture, and I love the frame, and then the 2 golden dragons in the top corner. So I might get it anyway and just tell myself to relax. Also, Usagi City, which is pixel charted. That is Usagi from Sailor Moon, and it has like the little cat. That one I'm extremely tempted by. It was on my wish list prior to it becoming pixel charted. The only reason I'm hesitating at this point is because there's a ton of color blocking in the background, but it's lavender color blocking, which could be really fun. So I don't know. That one's probably going to come home with me eventually. But yeah, right now from Jaded Gem Shop, I've really got my eye on Dragon Riders, Usagi City, and Princess of Mushrooms, with Dragon Cafe as an honorable mention. The Out in the Rain is a really cute Studio Ghibli one, so it has a Totoro in it. So that one I'm like, I don't know, like they're all so cute. Even the Strawberry Spellwork from Flossy Fox Shop, they're just all so cute. I love them all. And then Jaded Gem Shop recently announced a new collab with Witchy Stitcher, which is another like person that does cross stitch that Jade has converted their stuff to diamond paintings, similar to Flossy Fox Shop. But the Witchy Stitcher, they have like all these really cool tarot cards, and like they have like these really fun images in them. Honestly, like I'm not super into the spooky diamond paintings, and these are more cutesy spooky. They're not like actually spooky, but that nostalgic Ouija board, Ouija boards kind of freak me out. I'm not gonna lie, because like I believe in that shit, and I'm like, I'm scared. But the Ouija board is so cute. I'm like, do I need to do the Ouija board and then like give it to somebody else so that energy is out of my house? Maybe I'll take the cross that's on the cat's forehead and turn it upright, so that way there's no bad juju. I don't know. It's really cute, but it kind of scares me. I don't know. Ouija boards kind of freak me out, but it's really cute, so I don't know. Yeah, but I really like the Ouija board a lot, but it brings this weird energy to me that I'm like unsure about. So anyway, those are some of my updates on kits that I bought this week, and the ones that I might have passed up on or put on my wish list. Oh, I didn't even mention, I did make another purchase literally yesterday, which is why I forgot about it. Let me pull up the names of those. So Pretty Little Gem, which is one of the like mini canvas shops. It used to be called Diamond Art King, but now it's called Pretty Little Gem. They came out with new minis, and I got one of the new ones and 2 of the older ones that I was kind of had my eye on. Right now, Pretty Little Gem, it might not be by the time this video is posted, but right now on Sunday the 16th, Pretty Little Gem has buy 2 get 1 free on their website. I have unboxed Pretty Little Gem. I haven't worked on one of their canvases yet, but just from the unboxing, their quality looks absolutely incredible. So I recommend right now, while they're doing a buy 2 get 1 free sale, maybe you might want to pick some up, especially if you want to do the mini DP Madness event with us in March. And if you haven't picked up a new mini canvas yet, or you want to try a new company, Pretty Little Gem, I would recommend giving them a shot, especially when there's a sale going on. But I got the garden set, the Christmas beverages set, and the newest one of their new releases, which is the dessert set. Holy cow, these are so cute, and I am so excited to get them. So I ordered those, and those are on their way to me now as well. So those are for sure all of the things that I bought this week. I bought the 2 canvases from Diamond Art Club, which was the Alice and Roses one from Margaret Morales, and then the fire dance dress girl from Yume Art, and then I bought the 3 mini canvases from Pretty Little Gem. So that's all I've bought so far this week. I mean, the week is over, so that's all I've bought. I'm not buying anything else today. I'm not doing it. But we'll see. I've actually been pretty good in February, which is good because, again, I overspent my budget in January because of all the restocks. So I think that from a budget perspective, I'm actually going to be able to make back some of the extra spending that I spent in the first month of the year with my savings from what I'm buying this month, which is good because I really don't want to go over my budget. If you guys are new to my channel and you don't know how I kind of operate with my budget, my YouTube channel income is my diamond painting budget. So I really try to only spend what I make from YouTube, because that's one of the main reasons I started this channel, was to try to maybe pay for my hobby. Because I mean, I make enough to where I could support this hobby just from my paycheck alone, but I would not be able to buy near as many kits as I am now. And so, like, guilt-free, do you know what I mean? Like, I could buy them, but then I wouldn't really have the savings, and that's just not, I don't think that that's like a good, a smart financial decision. So the fact that I'm able to have a separate budget for my hobby from my channel is great, because then when Eric and I are sitting down to budget like everything else, we don't have to factor diamond painting into that budget, because it has its own budget from the channel. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I do that. So last month I was over budget ever so slightly. So I did have to dip into some of our normal budget for like our paycheck budget money. Because again, there was just so many restocks that I was like, I just want to get them. That way I don't have to worry about caring when things restock anymore. And I can just look forward to new releases. And so I did that last month. But this month I'm on track to actually underspend my budget, which is really great, because that'll make up what I kind of overspent last month. But we'll see. The month isn't over yet. We still have 2 weeks left of the month, and that means 2 more weeks of releases, right? Because we have, let's see. Oh, no, actually, oh my gosh, that's exciting. Only one more weekend, one more Saturday in the month of February, because next Saturday is February 22nd, and then the following Saturday is March 1st. That is really exciting. I didn't realize that. That's great news, because that means that, you know, if I want a new release for next Saturday, that's fine. But if I want something the following week, it'll be technically under March's budget, which is super good. So yay, that makes me happy. The Jade releases, there are 2 more Jade releases in February, but there's only 1 more Diamond Art Club release in February. That's like a Saturday. Obviously they've been doing like midweek releases as well for like smaller projects and stuff. So that could happen again. But I've actually been pretty good with that. Like, I didn't pick up the Valentine's Day mini dazzles. I didn't pick up any of the Valentine's Day drops either. Like, they did like a midweek drop of a bunch of canvases for Valentine's Day. I didn't pick up any of those. I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to be more judicious about what I'm purchasing, but it's hard. There's just so many shops that I want to support, and there's so many beautiful, amazing paintings that come out every single week. And so sometimes you just have to like have a reality check with yourself and prioritize what you're doing. But I'm feeling really good, and I feel like I'm on track to have a successful month and maybe come in under budget, which will be good, so I can kind of pay my budget back from last month, where I bought a bunch of stuff. So anyway, what else was I going to share with you guys? Let me go back to my Word document that tells me what to do. Oh, so in one of my more recent videos, it might have been my last Whip and Chat video, I was talking to you guys about unboxings and how, because I am being more, you know, judicious with my purchasing, I'm not purchasing kits at the rate that I was when I first started diamond painting. It's definitely slowed down a significant amount, because I have already gotten a bunch of the kits that were on my wish list. And so I was asking you guys, you know, what are some ideas that you have for me to do like additional videos outside of what I'm already doing? Because I don't want to not upload on my days that I normally do unboxings, but I still want to maybe introduce some new things to the channel and whatever. And then I gave you guys a couple of things that I had been thinking about, but that I also asked for what ideas you guys had. I've only received super positive feedback from that video about like all the things I was saying. Like, a lot of you guys said you would love a diamond painting ASMR video for like sleepy time. A lot of you guys said you would love to see coloring videos and Lego videos and baking, and I am so happy about that. Thank you guys so much for being honest and giving me that feedback, because I'm not gonna lie, when you start a YouTube channel, a lot of people, I don't want to say it's a scare tactic, but a lot of people try to be like, you have to be careful, because if you start posting content outside of your niche, you might lose a bunch of views, because, you know, the scary algorithm is going to push people to your channel that are only watching like certain types of videos. And if you start posting videos outside of your niche, people aren't going to watch you anymore. And so that stuck with me, and I was really nervous about that. I was like, well, but I like to do so many other things. Like, does that mean if I post a coloring video that like nobody's going to watch my channel anymore? And I was like nervous about that. But then I thought more about it, and I was like, you know what? Like, I already am having such an amazing time with this channel, and I feel like we've built such a great community together. I feel like the people who want to be here and hang out with me are going to stay regardless. And that was just confirmed by the fact that all of you in the comments were saying that you would love to see other stuff from me. Like, at the end of the day, if I never gained another subscriber and I just got to hang out with all of you guys that are already here and we just got to do whatever we wanted, and it didn't always have to be diamond painting. I still love diamond painting. Like, diamond painting is definitely like my main craft, but I do other stuff. Actually, I just finished a coloring book page. I'm going to show it to you guys in my month in review for February because I want it to be like special. But I finished one of my coloring pages in my Disney mystery book, and it came out so pretty. I am so in love with those coloring books. I cannot wait to start my next coloring page. But like stuff like that, and like I used my Cricut this month, and I baked, and I did a bunch of other special projects, and I want to be able to share that guys with you. I want to be able to share that with you guys, but I don't want to have that like fear of like what happens to my channel if like nobody watches me because I posted a craft that wasn't diamond painting. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that that's realistic. I honestly think a ton of us are the same. I feel like all of you guys also probably have other crafts that you work on. It's just that if you don't have a channel, like, nobody's thinking about like, oh, I can't switch crafts because I'm a diamond painter and I can only diamond paint. Like, no, that's not realistic. We're humans. We bop around to different crafts all the time. It doesn't mean that like I won't still be posting diamond painting stuff because again, this is like my main thing, but I do other stuff and I want to share that with you. And I just felt very validated by you guys saying you wanted to see it, because that makes me feel like, okay, yeah, people will watch a video of me building a Lego. People will watch a video of me showing off my coloring books and maybe doing a color along or something fun like that. So thank you for your feedback. I also, you guys, some of you gave me some ideas outside of what I had suggested, which was really awesome. Thank you for that as well. I kind of did it a little bit today, but somebody was mentioning like, what if you did kind of like diamond painting news, or like sales that are going on and things like that. That is a lot of extra work because I do have to do like the research on that and make sure that I'm not saying inaccurate information. Like, I don't want any shops to come for me because I misspoke on something or whatever. But I think that's something that I could do, because again, unboxing wise, you guys are always gonna see every canvas I buy, no matter what. Like, if I buy it, you're gonna see it eventually. But like I said, there are some weeks where I won't buy anything, or maybe I'll put something on an on the fence wish list or whatever. And I think that maybe if some of my videos could be like, basically, this is what I bought this week, but these are some of the other kits that came out this week, and this is why I didn't buy it, or this is why I did buy this, or I don't know. That's just like an idea that I had, and again, similar to kind of what I did today, where I was like, here are the kits that I did buy, but also here are the kits that I didn't buy, and here's why. So if you think that that would be a fun video, like separate, I mean, I know I did it in a whip and chat, but if I were to do that separately, I would include a lot more shops in that kind of video, and I would talk about whatever their new releases were and why I would or would not wishlist them, or, you know. But again, that's a lot of my personal preference too. Like, me doing that type of video, I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. That doesn't mean that you're going to have the same opinion as me. So some people don't really care about that because it's like, well, yeah, you wishlisted that kit, but that was my Holy Grail kit and I bought it. So it's like, I don't know. Let me know if that's like another good idea to kind of share my thoughts on diamond painting releases, kind of as like a, because again, a lot of people that I see posting these videos about the new releases, they're posting them before they release. So like, they'll do a roundup of like, this is what's going to come out this weekend. But I'm almost thinking of maybe doing a video on the back end. So this is everything that came out, and this is what I actually bought, and this is what I'm on the fence about. So let me know. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I definitely, because of your feedback, do plan to incorporate more variety of craft videos into my channel. It'll be a slow situation. Like, it's not like I have like a stock of videos ready to go. I record the week videos happen. Like, it's Sunday right now in real life. This video is going to go up in 3 days on Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going to film the video that's going to go up on Friday, and so on and so forth. So I don't really film in advance because I have a full-time job and I don't really have time to film in advance. I wish I did, but I honestly, I was telling Eric the other day, I was like, this channel is the worst thing that could have happened to me. He's like, what do you mean? I thought you loved it. I'm like, I do love it. That's the problem. I literally wish this could be my full-time job. I am having so much fun, and I have never felt more creative in my life, and I am loving it, but I have a full-time job. Like, I work 4 10-hour days every week doing another job that is important but stressful, and sometimes I get to be creative in that job, but not like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not like this. So I'm just really having an internal struggle with that because, like, obviously this is a really fun thing to do, but it's not something that you make enough money to, like, replace a full-time job. At least it's not right now for me enough to replace a full-time job. If it was, maybe I would consider it more, but I'm just, like, having so much fun with you guys and, like, making all this content and diamond painting and crafting and being creative and coming up with fun video ideas and stuff. Like, there's just so much more that I want to do that I feel like I can't do because I'm restricted by time. And that's hard because I just love doing this. And this is what I'm thinking about all day long. Like, when I'm at work and I'm doing my regular job, I'm just, like, thinking about diamond painting and crafting and my channel and you guys. And it's just, like, it's tough. And of course, Eric is a gem. Eric is the best human being ever. So he's just like, well, if you ever wanted to try to figure it out. And I'm like, no. Like, no. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being willing to try to figure out how I could do this as a full-time thing. But realistically, the money, it would be such a huge deficit in our budget that it would not work out, I don't think. Now, if I was able to, like, grow this channel into something bigger and then eventually maybe it got closer to what I was able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that's never an option. I'm just saying I don't think it's an option right now based on what goals we have and stuff. And, like, you know, we have car payments, we have a mortgage payment, we have student loans, like, we have stuff that we're still paying for. But once some of those things start to fall off and we don't have as many bills, maybe we could reconsider that. Also, I haven't even been doing this for a year yet, and that feels very silly to be like, I'm going to quit my whole job and start being a full-time YouTuber because I diamond painted for 6 months and I had a good time. Like, that doesn't seem responsible. So it's not in the cards right this second, but it's something that I wish was reality and I really wish I could do because I really, really love my channel and I love being with you guys and I love being able to be creative every day. So yeah, check back in with me when I'm in my 50s. And if I'm still doing this, maybe I'll retire early and become a full-time YouTuber. But right now, that's unfortunately just not in the cards. But it's tough because, like, you know, whenever we all get together on Whip and Chat days and we talk about all these really fun ideas for videos and stuff, again, I'm gonna do them. I really am. Like, I know I've been teasing, like, a Lego Whip and Chat forever. I kind of gave you one, but really Eric was the one doing the Lego, not me. But still, I look at my backstock. I have so many Legos that I have to build. And so I'm going to have to start doing them on camera if I'm going to get them done, because when I'm not filming, I'm diamond painting. So that way I can keep up with what's going on here. But, and again, I love it. And I love Lego too. So anyways, long story short, I'm not saying you're going to see these variety videos like tomorrow, but you're going to see them. You'll see them. I actually, you know what I might do? I might post a poll in my community tab on Facebook, and I'll do a poll and see which variety video, like craft variety video, you would like to see first. Like, would you want to see a coloring video first? Would you want to see a baking video first? Would you want to see a Lego video first? Or my ASMR diamond painting video? That one, honestly, that one might happen sooner than later because I really want to see how that does and if people like that. Because those, like, they're hard and easy. They're easy and hard to make. They're easy because you're not talking, right? You're just diamond painting, which is what you would be doing anyway. But what's challenging about those types of videos is the edit, because you have to, like, it's just, it's a little bit more involved in the editing process to make it look good. Do you know what I'm saying? Which I actually have really enjoyed learning more about editing and figuring all that out. So that doesn't really bother me at all. Like editing doesn't, it's actually, I enjoy editing, but it requires a little bit more energy. So especially because my plan is whenever I do that video, it's going to be long, because the way I like to watch those types of videos is like when I'm falling asleep. And so you need the video to be long enough so that way like you can genuinely fall asleep, and then it just eventually, like, you know how YouTube does it, it'll just like pause a video if you haven't been watching it for a minute or so. But it would be a very long video, so that way people could just like fall asleep to it, or maybe just have it on the background while they're working. Or like some people like to do meditations, and that would be like a really nice calming video to have in the background while you're meditating, or while you're doing like yoga poses, or like some people, the sounds of diamond painting is extremely zen and relaxing. And so that, and like, again, it would just be me diamond painting with some very subtle music in the background, just like calm, quiet. And I personally will watch my own video to fall asleep. I guarantee you that if it goes as well as I think it will, I will use that to fall asleep, because I think that, you know, it's, when I hear the diamond painting sounds, it's extremely relaxing to me. Like the shaking of the drills in the tray, and the popping of the like, you know, the putty with the diamonds when you place drills and stuff. Right now I'm using pink wax, so you're not getting any fun noises. When I use putty though, I do, and putty and glue dots are the best for getting all those fun noises from your diamonds when you're placing them. But yeah, so those are my thoughts about that. Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. I was gonna mention to you guys, if you haven't already watched it, my Fallon Gems comparison video finally came out. So I know I've been posting on my Instagram each of my 4 mini finishes from Fallon Gems. So I did 2 of the rose, and I did 2 of the pink elephant. They're all 4 20 by 20 canvases from Fallon Gems, and they are standard and luxury canvases. So for the rose, I did it in square, and I did 1 luxury, 1 standard, and then for the pink elephant, I did it in rounds, and it was 1 luxury, 1 standard. So I posted the video on, it went up today, which is Sunday, but for you guys, it was just this past Sunday. I posted that video of my comparison with the 4 canvases, so please go check that out. It's going to be linked in the description box below. I worked really hard on that video. I've been filming that video since January of this year, like at the beginning of January. So it's like, I decided it was going to be a messy in public video, because I do diamond paint in a lot of different places. Like I traveled with my diamond paintings. I diamond painted in the car. I diamond painted at my father-in-law's house. I diamond painted at my friend's house while we played D&D. I diamond painted at my friend's house while we played other board games and stuff. And yeah, so I technically decided to categorize it as a messy in public video, but it's just a comparison video. And again, like I still want you to watch the video, but just while we're talking about it now, I really did enjoy working on those canvases. I did not feel like having to do the same canvas back to back was at all annoying or frustrating. The process was really good for both of them, and the end result my end conclusion that I came to was basically that I just, at this point in time, I just feel like the standard canvases are so good that it's not worth the extra $15 to upgrade to the luxury canvas. But that's just my personal opinion. I know some people are very particular about their canvas material. And so if that's you, if you're somebody who's like, I hate those like scratchy, stiff, like cheaper canvases, and that's a deal breaker for me, then just buy the luxury. I'm telling you right now, don't even bother, because the standard canvas was like a more tougher, rigid canvas. But like, to me, it just wasn't a priority. Like that's not a make or break for me. So in my opinion, I'd rather save $15 and get more of the minis as standard diamond paintings so I can get more of them, versus paying the extra $15 just for a softback canvas. Because in my opinion, that was really the only difference. Like that was meaningful. So yeah, I still hope you watch the video. Leave a comment on that video. Let me know what you think, if you have an opinion about the canvases, or, you know, if you've finished other kits from Fallon Gems that you would recommend. I also, in that video, unboxed a couple more Fallon Gems kits that I had purchased whilst filming that video, and they're super cute and I really like them. So overall, I had a really good experience, and I definitely will shop from Fallon Gems again. I just made a couple recommendations in the video for Fallon Gems to maybe update some of their graphics on their website to be more clear with customers about what they would be getting when they ordered a luxury versus standard canvas. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that video yet, check it out. It'll be linked in the description box below. But overall, that was basically the outcome of the video. And like I said, I'm really excited to see what else Fallon Gems comes out with in the future, because I will definitely be shopping. So yeah, those are pretty much all of my diamond painting updates, so to speak. I know that at the last time we chatted last Wednesday, I was wanting to tell you guys about the cruise with my mom. So, because we booked excursions for our Alaskan cruise, my mom, my stepdad, Eric, and I are going on a cruise to Alaska in September of this year. And it's for my mom's 60th birthday. Now, my mom is going to turn 60 in July of this year, so she's actually going to already have her birthday before we go. But the reason we really wanted to go to Alaska in September is because she really, really wants to see the Aurora Borealis. And she did a bunch of research before we booked the cruise, and she saw that a lot of people said you can see it, you're more likely to see it towards the end of season. So we wanted to go in September, so we had maybe a better chance of seeing the Northern Lights like at the end of the season. So that's why we picked the time we picked. But it's kind of funny that we picked that time, because I think our cruise leaves like September, I don't even remember, like 7th or something. I'll look it up when I talk about excursions and stuff. But Eric's birthday is September 2nd. So even though we're technically, like, the reason we're going on this cruise is for my mom's 60th birthday, it's like the big trip that she wanted to do. It's definitely going to be like right around Eric's birthday too. So that's kind of fun that like he gets, like we get to go to Alaska and kind of celebrate both of them at the same time. And my mom is obsessed with Eric. I'm pretty sure she likes him better than me. So she will be super happy to share like the birthday celebrations between the two of them. So that's going to be a good thing. She's not one of those people who like, it's all about me. Like that's the opposite of my mom. My mom is like, do not make it about me ever, please. So, yeah, I'm really excited to go and do that with my family. Actually, the last time that we chatted together, I was going to share with you the excursions that we booked, but I didn't have a chance to because we were getting towards the end of the video and it was getting super long. So I promised you guys that we would talk about it this time. So I did pull up the website so that I could tell you what excursions we're going to be doing. Now, I will say we're not doing all of the same excursions. So there are some excursions that like my mom and David are going to do that Eric and I are not going to do, and vice versa. There's some excursions that Eric and I are going to do that my mom and Dave are not going to do. I think there's probably only like I think there might only be two excursions that we have that are the same, but we talked about it and we were like, we're going to be together on the ship all the time. And we're going to be together at night for dinner every single night. So it'll kind of be fun to like come back from our day and like talk about all the cool things we saw and like what we did and whatever. Something that was super huge on my mom's wish list for excursions was the whale watching. My mom loves all things animals. So she's doing a lot of like animal adventure stuff. Like she's doing whale watching. She's doing, there's this like canoe trip where you get to see like an eagle nest or like an eagle sanctuary. So my mom is like super into like the nature aspect. I am like into that as well, but I'm a little jaded on the whale watching thing because when Eric and I went on our honeymoon, we also signed up for whale watching. We signed up for a whale watching cruise where they take you out and the whole purpose is to see whales. But for whatever reason, unfortunately, when we were on the ship already, because we pre-booked all of our excursions for our honeymoon as well, when we got on the boat, we got a note to our stateroom that said that the excursion had been canceled for whatever reason, and they refunded us our money. But then Eric and I had a snorkeling trip that we did go on in Maui that was like a different excursion, and we saw so many whales just going on. It wasn't even a whale watching excursion. We were on a boat going to the snorkeling location, and we saw so many whales. And so I told myself, I was like, it's not worth it to pay for a whale watching excursion, because you're probably going to see whales anyway off of the boat, because they're out, like they're out and doing their thing. And I told my mom that, and she was like, yeah, but the excursion that I booked said that if, like, it's basically like you will see whales or you get your money back. And I was like, well, okay, that feels more legit, because if you actually don't see a whale, like, you're getting a refund anyway. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So she decided to book that, and we booked something else. But then, and again, she wants to do this, like, canoe excursion where she sees eagles, and I'm like, I don't need to see an eagle. I mean, I think they're beautiful, but, like, I don't need to pay like $300 to get in a canoe and see an eagle. Let me tell you. Say hi to Zed. Zed is here. Zed, let's look at maybe Zed should go with me on the cruise as a pillow for that long flight. Actually, I'm going to get kind of a sample of that flight when I go to Seattle for work in April. I'll get to kind of test out because I think the layover might be in Seattle, because we get on the boat in Seaward, Alaska. So yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Royal Caribbean where I was before. Oh, excuse me. I stayed up way too late last night yet again. My Saturdays are always just absolutely insane. Okay, so for the cruise, the cruise leaves September 12th through September 19th, but we booked the cruise that has a pre-tour where they take us inland to Denali National Park. I am so excited about that part. Like, honestly, I might be more excited about the pre-cruise tour than the actual cruise itself. Let me see if I can, actually, let me go to my email. I'm trying to, because when I was looking online earlier, for some reason, probably because it's way too early, I wasn't able to see, like, my entire cruise itinerary, like, with the pre-cruise tour. Like, in my reservation online, it only shows the 12th through the 19th, which is the actual cruise. It didn't really show me the full, like, with the pre-cruise tour, because I want to tell you guys what we're doing before we get on the boat, too. So let me look up that cruise really quick. Okay, let me go to destinations. Alaska. Hello? No tropics. I want Alaska. Here, Alaska cruise tours. So I think we did, well, it's 7 nights. Oh, let me just go to my email. I'm so sorry. I'm dragging you guys everywhere with me, but I want to get it right. Okay, so let me go down to Alaskan cruise. And then here is the copy of the receipt, which tells me it's the 7-night southbound Alaska and Hubbard Glacier. But that's just the cruise part. So the cruise itself is 7 nights. But the before part, the pre-tour, I'm trying to figure out which one it was. I think it was like 1B or something like that. I think I can search on the Alaskan website, or not the Alaskan website. I think I can check. Okay, yeah, see results for Alaska. Number of nights. I think it's 7 for the cruise. And we're departing from Seaward. But I don't know if it'll show me the ones that have the pre-cruise tour. Tour dates, September of 25. See results. Okay. Oh, you want to know what? My mom did tell me that she didn't see our cruise on the website anymore. she told me that. She was like, I'm really glad we booked it when we did, because I don't see our thing anymore, which is crazy. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it. Where is it? Because my guest copy of the receipt only has the specific information for the cruise, but it does not have the listing of the places we're going to prior. But we booked it with one of our family friends is a travel agent, so they booked everything for us. They've even booked our flights and all that stuff, and like it's good. Okay, I can't find the listing. I feel like, okay, let me try one more time to find it, and if I can't find it, I'll give up. I might have found it. Okay, I think this is right. It could be not the right one, but I think it's right. Let me see if the date is correct. It's not. Oh yeah, this might be it. Okay, I'm gonna hit explore itinerary so I can show you. So I think it's an 11-night total situation from start to finish, with the cruise being 7 of the 11 nights. So for the pre-tour, which is days 1 through 5, we start in Anchorage. So we fly into Anchorage. Someone picks us up from the airport in Anchorage, Alaska. Wait, yeah. That's right. Someone picks us up in Anchorage, and it says we have an airport transfer that brings us to the hotel, and we can check out the city and stuff, and we stay overnight at a Marriott in Anchorage, and then the next day we take this like beautiful glass domed wilderness express from Anchorage to Denali National Park, which is where like Mount Denali or Mount McKinley is. So it says from 4:30 p.m. onward on day 2, Denali is yours to explore. Stroll the trails that begin at the park's museum-like visitor center, or book an optional adventure like rafting down the Nenana River overnight at Denali Park Village. So that's night 1. Night 2, we're in Denali National Park, which is incredible. I cannot wait to see those mountains, and hopefully we see the Aurora Borealis there, because I heard it's easier to see when you're inland, so maybe we'll get lucky. Tour day 3, travel into the park's unspoiled wilderness on the outlook for wildlife on the Denali Natural History Tour. Then relax on your deluxe motor coach during the drive to Talkeetna. From 5:30 p.m., the historic small town is yours to enjoy. Relax at the Talkeetna Alaskan Lodge, whose location offers breathtaking views of Denali and the Alaska Range. You can also hike nearby trails or book an optional flight seeing tour to see mountains and glaciers from up high. Overnight in Talkeetna Alaskan Lodge. So the third day, so day 2, we get to Denali, we look through Denali, go to bed in Denali. Day 3, we wake up in Denali, do a history tour there, then get on a motor bus, whatever, go to Talkeetna and see Talkeetna and sleep there. Then on day 4, we wake up in Talkeetna, and it says, we have time to explore and enjoy the stunning scenery before the coach departs for Anchorage. Maybe this is different. Oh, no. Maybe it's right. Get a taste of the big city during a midday stop in downtown before continuing to Aleska, Alyeska, Aleska? I don't know. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Admire the waters of the Turnagain Arm as you enter the Chugach Valley. I cannot pronounce any of these words. Chugach Valley on your way to Hotel Aleska. Take a spectacular ride on the Aleska tramway for breathtaking views while soaring 2,300 feet above the ground. From 3:30 p.m., your time is your own. Indulge in the resort's amenities or book an optional guided hike on a nearby glacier. Very cool. And then the next day, day 5, we actually go to Seward, which is where we get on, or Seward. I think it's Seward, if I'm remembering correctly. You get on the cruise ship, and then the cruise starts. So now let me tell you about the cruise part. So let me actually go back to the itinerary. So first day on the boat, like we get on in Seward, then we go to the Hubbard Glacier on day 6, then we go to Juno, Alaska, day 7, Skagway, Alaska, day 8, Icy Strait Point, day 9, Ketchikan, day 10, Inside Passage, day 11, and then we get off in Vancouver. So that, I think this is the cruise that we're on. I could be wrong, because my receipt doesn't tell me, like, you know, cruise tour 3B or whatever. Like, it doesn't tell me that, but this sounds familiar. But when I go to manage my cruise thing, I can tell you what excursions we picked. So if I go to plan my cruise, I think it'll show me the calendar. Yes. So for the Hubbard Glacier, Eric and I, so they did a big sale. They did like a 30% off pre-cruise booking discount thing. So a lot of these excursions were like 30% off when we booked them, which was very exciting. So one of the excursions that just Eric and I are doing is the Hubbard Glacier Wilderness Explorer. So basically the cruise ship can only get so close to the glaciers because obviously, like, there's rocks and icebergs and all that stuff, and you know we don't want a situation to happen. But there is a tiny boat that you can pay to get on at the Hubbard Glacier that takes you much closer, where you're only like a mile off of the glacier versus like 5 miles off of the glacier or whatever the distance is. So it says, gain immersive perspective on one of Alaska's most spectacular natural wonders on a boat cruise through Disenchantment Bay to the giant face of Hubbard Glacier, along an up-close route where big ships cannot go. Board an Alaskan purpose-built excursion boat, complete with a comfortable indoor cabin enclosed by large picture windows and a spacious outside viewing deck. Your experienced captain will navigate the waters of Yucatan Bay, while a knowledgeable guide offers insights about the area's ecology and wildlife. Look around you and admire a wild landscape teeming with evergreen forests and snow-capped peaks. You might catch a glimpse of whales, sea lions, porpoises, seals, sea otters, moose, or even the rare glacier bear. On a clear day in this temperate rainforest, you may even have the opportunity to view Mount St. Elias, the second tallest peak in the United States. Prepare for a real treat as your captain steers the boat around gigantic icebergs in Disenchantment Bay and delivers an up-close and personal view of the mighty Hubbard Glacier. Hear the roar of calving ice while viewing the largest tidewater glacier in North America. Spanning 76 miles long and 1,200 feet deep, this impressive galloping glacier is actively advancing, unlike many other glaciers on Earth, and you'll fortunately get to see it in all its glory. I'm just like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like, I don't see myself... I mean, never say never, but I'm the type of person where I like to go... I want to see a lot of different places, so I don't typically repeat vacations like this. So I wanted to see everything as much as I could while I was there. So the fact that I'm going to get to see a glacier up close, like, I feel like I'm going to cry. I am so excited. I'm definitely taking you guys with me on this cruise. Like, I'm going to definitely put up a vlog when I get home, because there's no way that I'm not going to be documenting this entire vacation. And I'm bringing a diamond painting on the cruise, so that'll be fun too. But anyways, so that's the first excursion we're doing. The next excursion we're doing is day 3 in Juneau, Alaska. And that is the historic underground gold mine and panning adventure. This is the one that Mom, Dave, Eric, and I are all for doing together because they love the show Oak Island. Do any of you guys watch that show, Oak Island? They love that show. And so they're like, we're just going to have so much fun, like, panning for gold. And we love looking at, like, mines and caves and all that stuff. So it says, experience the thrill of real gold mining in Alaska with a visit to a historic mining tunnel where you don a hard hat and venture underground to learn about mining techniques and lifestyle, both yesterday and today. Some of the highlights include enjoying a narrated scenic drive from the port to the site of the historic AJ Mine underground gold mine tunnel, soaking in the beauty of surrounding landscapes. Don your hard hat and proceed 360 feet into the real deal, formerly working tunnel on a wooden boardwalk led by experienced guides who demonstrate hard rock mining techniques and share insights into the mining lifestyle. Learn about the equipment used in the AJ mine and others in Alaska, gaining a deeper understanding of the challenges and innovations of gold mining, both historically and in modern days. After the tunnel experience, head to the Gastineau Mill, where your guide explains its unique features compared to other mills in the area. Witness the operation of the thundering John Peterson 3-stamp mill and try your hand at gold panning with guaranteed pay, dirt, and the opportunity to keep what you find, which I think is fun. And then it says wander through outdoor museum displays showcasing artifacts and equipment used in Alaska's mining history, including the first steam engine brought to the region. Don't forget to enjoy the complimentary hot beverages. We get hot cocoa? As you reflect on your gold mining adventure and browse the gift shop for souvenirs. Oh my gosh. My mom and my stepdad love tchotchkes. That's what we call them. I don't know what you guys call them, but they're like the little souvenirs that you get. Like, we call them tchotchkes. But they love tchotchkes. They love little trinkets and things from vacations and stuff. So I'm sure that they will buy lots of things in that gift shop. And then it says, depart from the historic AJ mine with cherished memories of your gold mining excursion, enriched by hands-on experiences and insight into Alaska's mining heritage. So yeah, that is really exciting. I like that we're going to all do that one together. I think that one will be really fun. And honestly, all of us in hard hats, what a vibe. Then the next day we're in Skagway, Alaska. And Eric and I, just the two of us, will be doing the Klondike Summit and Historic City Tour. So it says, experience Skagway's gold rush history on this adventure to the famous White Pass Summit. Enjoy a narrated scenic drive in the comfort of a motor coach past the wooden boardwalks and facades of downtown Skagway. Then follow in the footsteps of early gold seekers as you journey 3,292 feet above sea level to White Pass Summit. You'll see Bracket Wagon Road, the breathtaking Pitchfork Falls, and Tormented Valley. Admire incredible views while learning about a significant moment in Alaskan history. Highlights is driving parallel to White Pass Yukon Route Railroad on the way to White Pass Summit. Enjoy a guided drive-through tour of downtown Skagway, hearing stories of Skagway settlers during the gold rush. See Bracket Wagon Road, Pitchfork Falls, and Tormented Valley. So basically, it's like you're on a motor coach and they take you on like a tour of Skagway, but then they also take you to the top of this mountain and they let you out at the top, which I am so excited about. When Eric and I went on our honeymoon, we booked an excursion to go to the top of Mauna Kea, which is one of the top most peaks in the world. They have like a space observatory up there where they have telescopes where you can like look into outer space, and I wanted to go so bad, but there was black ice on the second half of the peak, like all the way to the top, so we couldn't go to the top. And so this is kind of like filling a little hole in my heart where I got to miss the peak of Mauna Kea, so I get to go to the peak of Klondike Summit, which will be great. The next thing that we're doing is, let's see, Sky Peak Gondola in Icy Strait Point. So we get down to Icy Strait Point, and basically it was like $50 or something like that, but we prepaid for tickets on the Skyway Gondola in where is this? Where am I? Icy Strait Point. So we can ride it as many times as we want to see the views and get pictures and all that stuff. It says, experience Alaska's immense beauty at your own pace with an incredible views with an all-day access pass that allows you to ride gondolas to reach Icy Strait Point and the top of White Alice Mountain. So yeah, it's just basically like you get to go visit Icy Strait Point and like all of the town stuff, but then you get to ride this gondola where it takes you up and down so you can see. It's like a sky gondola, so it's like full windows and it just takes you up on a cable and you get to see all the cool stuff. So that was something we did. And then what else did we book? Historic Ketchikan trolley. So we did, let's see, Historic Ketchikan trolley. Discover the delightful charms of Ketchikan on a narrated trolley tour. Step aboard a festive trolley and enjoy the driver guides entertaining stories about the town. Wow, I can read, I swear to you. Renowned as both Alaska's first city and the salmon capital of the world. Oh my gosh, Eric will be so excited. Eric loves to like try new foods. Well, salmon isn't new, but like he loves eating on vacation. So salmon capital of the world, he'll be so excited. As you traverse the narrow downtown streets, your driver guide will note points of interest as you pass them by, such as Creek Street, Ketchikan's historic red light district, and bustling storefronts. After a short drive, you'll arrive at Saxman Native Village for a photo stop. In this native community, tribal elders and others have worked hard to pass on many of the traditions that have long defined the culture of Southeast Alaska. Your driver guide will share tales of towering totems while you take a short trail walk and capture photos to commemorate your trip. Time is available to visit the gift shop before reboarding the trolley to your return trip to town. So yeah, it's just like a trolley tour, and you get to see a bunch of really cool stuff. And so I am like so in on that. I love a trolley tour. So we're doing that. That one I think is also just Eric and I, because Mom and Dave are doing either whales that day, or they're doing the Eagle Preserve. And then the last excursion, which is kind of like an airport transfer. It's not like, it's like an excursion, but like we're using it to get us back to the airport when we're getting off the cruise. So it's called Vancouver Sightseeing with Airport Drop-Off. Finish your cruise vacation with a motor coach tour of Vancouver's most exciting sights. The city hosted the 2010 Winter Olympic Games and boasts one of North America's largest Chinatowns, which sign me up. I love a good Chinatown. You'll visit the Gastown district, a mix of old and new, with cobbled streets, courtyards, and Victorian-style buildings. Stop at Stanley Park to see West Coast native totem poles. Continue along Stanley Park's seawall and the popular English Bay Beach, ending at Vancouver International Airport. So we get off the boat, all of our luggage gets transferred into this motor coach, and then we just get to like drive around and sightsee until it's time for us to get on the plane, which I think is perfect. And like we'll be there on time. We'll have plenty of time. We'll have like hours before we get in the airport, like before we have to get on the plane. So we're not going to be late or anything. And they're going to take care of our luggage, which is awesome because, you know, if your flight isn't until later, it's like, well, what do you want to explore the city, but what do you do with all your luggage? So yeah, those are all the excursions that Eric and I are going to be doing together for the Alaskan cruise in September. My mom and Dave are going to also do, obviously, the Vancouver sightseeing and airport transfer tour with us. All of the pre-cruise stuff is going to be together. So like the glass top train to Denali, everything in Denali, everything in Talkeetna, all of that stuff is together. And then they're also doing the mining adventure with us. But everything else is just Eric and I, and Mom and Dave also booked some fun cruise excursions, just the two of them as well. And yeah, I think it's going to be an amazing trip. I am so excited about it. I'm so excited. It's one of those trips where it's like you want to go, but you don't know if you're actually going to get to go. Sorry, I'm just pulling this back to me. And the fact that like it's booked, it's real, we're going to go. We've made payments on it. We've booked our excursions. We got like our package deals. Like I always pre-book like the drink package, and I made sure that we have waters going to our room and all that stuff. So like that's what I love about cruising is like you just get on the boat and you've already bought everything. Like you, other than souvenirs and like any little food that you get when you're like in the towns and you get off the boat, everything else is included, and you don't have to worry about like, you've already paid for the vacation. You're not having to like pull your credit card out a million times on the boat. Some people do. Some people prefer the like special dining and all that extra stuff. Eric and I, we love the dining room. We love the Royal Caribbean has the Windjammer, which is their like buffet, and it's delicious. So I am very, very excited to go on this vacation and have the time of my life with my family. So I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely taking you guys with me so you guys can see all the cool stuff. But that's going to be in the middle of September, beginning/middle of September that we go. So we're still pretty far away, but those are the excursions that we booked. And again, I know I told you guys last time that I would tell you what we booked, so I just wanted to update you with where we were at with that and that sort of thing. Some other just life updates. Oh my gosh. So Eric and I, so you guys know that I've been like talking about some of my other crafts that I've been up to recently, and coloring is a big one. So I've really been enjoying coloring in my coloring books, my adult coloring books lately. And one of the things that has been really fun in rediscovering adult coloring is rediscovering adult coloring content. When I was like coloring in college, I wasn't really paying attention to YouTube at the time. And I didn't realize there was like, just like we have our diamond painting community on YouTube, there's an entire coloring community on YouTube. And so when I started like getting back into coloring, I started watching a ton of YouTube videos on coloring and like different techniques and different coloring books that are coming out, and like it's literally diamond painting but coloring. It's so funny. It's like they get just as excited about all the same things, but it's just about coloring versus diamond painting. It's great. They talk about like new releases and like different techniques and how-tos, and like they do whip and chats, like color alongs. We do whip and chats. It's just really funny. It's really funny to see, like, it's like a parallel universe with like all of the same excitement, but just a completely different craft. Anyway, so I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos from coloring channels, and I've been really enjoying myself. And there was this one, I think after getting back into coloring for a couple weeks now, what I love about diamond painting is that it tells you what to do, right? Like, you have symbols, you match the color of the drill and the symbol on the container to the symbol on the canvas, and you just go. I can diamond paint and talk to you at the same time, and I'm not going to mess it up because I know I'm working on the diamond symbol, and I'm only placing these drills down on the diamond, and I don't have to really pay attention. With coloring, they also have books where it's color by number, or color by symbol. So same thing. There's symbols on the picture. You color they tell you what color each symbol is. You pick your colors out of your, craft supplies, and then you just color right along with whatever they're suggesting. Now, the other version of a coloring book is the traditional coloring book you would imagine, where there's no numbers. You can color it however you want. Some books are more detailed than others, whatever. And you get to be you make more of the decisions and the creativity of like what you're coloring. When I got back into coloring, I bought a couple of both. So I bought a couple coloring books that were colored by number, and then I bought a couple coloring books that were just like really pretty regular coloring books. I finished one of my coloring pages in my Disney Color by Number book, and I don't think I can go back. Like, I am fully in. It gives me just as much joy as diamond painting does, because the finished result is absolutely stunning. It looks like a professionally illustrated image, but I did it and I colored it, but they told me where to put the colors. So it's like, it's incredible. Like, for the very first time in my life, I actually think I'm going to finish a coloring book. Like, I don't think I've ever finished a full coloring book from front to back. I always told myself I wanted to do that, but I just never had the inspiration or the drive to like pick colors. And not to mention, if you look on Instagram or in these YouTube videos of these creators that I'm talking about, they are so good at coloring. They don't color the color by number books. They're coloring the regular books, and they're like using shading, and they're using markers with colored pencil on top of the markers, and then they're using paint pens, and they're so artistic. Like, they are artists. They are illustrators. That's what they're called. They're not colorists. They're illustrators. They literally color in these pictures, and I'm like, how are you not famous for coloring? Like, you should be coloring in children's books. Like, holy cow, that's so pretty. And it's so funny, because just like diamond painters, they're like, I don't know, I think it's ugly, I could have done better. And then everyone in the comments is like, are you kidding me? This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So it's like, it's really funny how the communities are very parallel. And I bet you there's a lot of crossover. Like, I bet you there's a lot of people who color who also enjoy diamond painting, and vice versa. So anyway, I was watching, I think I've mentioned this to you guys before. I love watching stuff with Eric in Earshot, because he makes the funniest comments ever about everything. So we were heading home from the gym. And when we finish, like right before we leave the gym, the last thing that we both do is a cardio session. So I'll do 20 minutes on the bike. He'll do 20 minutes either on the treadmill or on the stair stepper, but we always end every workout with a 20-minute cardio session. And usually while I'm on the bike, I like to watch YouTube videos, and I was watching this one video of a girl coloring in this book, and she was doing a color along, which is essentially a whip and chat. And she was just talking about how she was coloring each of the areas of the coloring book, and how she was going in, and she called it basing, but essentially she colored the whole book as if it was just like a straight coloring book, but then she went back on top with colored pencil and put all the shading in to make it look like more professional and 3D and really fancy. I'm like, yeah, put me down for the basic coloring, don't put me down for the second level. I wish I was talented in like coloring, and I bet you if I actually spent more time doing it and learning, I could get good at it, but I just don't have the mental capacity. Like, I like this. I like put the color here and it looks beautiful. So that's why I think in the future I'm probably going to stick to the color by numbers, because I've realized that I don't have the mental capacity to think about, oh, it's raining. I just noticed it was raining. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's raining. But yeah, I don't have the mental capacity to be like, oh, like I need to make sure that these colors will blend seamlessly together, and like I need to make sure I'm using water-based markers instead of alcohol markers, because what if it bleeds through the page? It's like, again, coloring, it's a whole world. It's a whole world. So I'm watching, we're working out, I'm watching this video, but my workout finishes before it, you know, like before it's time. So so I pause the video, I get off of the bike and we go to the car. And then I told Eric, I was like, do you mind if I just finish watching the video I was watching on the bike? It only has like a couple, like 15 or 20 minutes left. He's like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. We always, after our workouts, we always treat ourselves to go to Sonic, and I get a blue raspberry slushie with nerds in it, and that's my treat for working out every time we go to the gym. And he gets a Coke Zero with like cherry or vanilla in it. So we're on our way to Sonic, and I'm playing the video. I'm like playing the video in the car, and he can hear it. He's driving, but he's listening because it's playing through the car, whatever. And I had to write down what he said. First of all, he wasn't heckling the colorist. He was heckling the picture. So I think it was did I write a note about it? Yes, it was a Coco Wyo book, which is a very popular illustrator in the coloring community. It was a Coco Wyo book, and it was a picture of an alligator, but the alligator looked like almost like a kid that just like got dropped off at college. He had a fishbowl in front of him on a desk, and there was a snail in the fishbowl in like a little terrarium, and then on the wall behind him there was a picture of like his mom, like a mommy alligator, and it was like, I love you, Mom. And then there was like another picture of another alligator. It looked like he had just got dropped off at college, and he had a couple of pictures up of his family in his dorm room, and he had headphones on. It's a really cute picture. And let me look at my notes to see what Eric said. Oh, so he goes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He goes, wait a minute, so is the alligator like sentient? I'm like, well, I mean, it looks like he's got like headphones on, right? Like he's not like in a lake in a swamp. I'm pretty sure it's just a cute picture of an alligator. Like, it's just a cute picture. Why do you care? He's like, well, he was like, the snail is in a cage. It's in a fishbowl. Like, why does the alligator have the snail in slavery? Does the snail not also have, like, what? It was just so, I can't even replicate what he said because I just can't remember it perfectly. But I was busting at the seams. He was like upset that the alligator in the picture was like wearing like headphones and listening to music and like hanging out. And like he had a pet snail, but the snail was trapped. He's like, doesn't the snail have feelings too? You can't have animals where one's a pet and one's like a normal person. And he just went off about it. Was so funny. I'm like, Eric, this snail is not a slave. The snail is a pet. And he's like, it can't be a pet because if the alligator's not a pet, he can't be a pet because they're both animals, so they have to be the same thing. Like, he was not accepting of the fact that like there was a pet snail, but the alligator was like a person. He like did not like that. And it was just, he was going on and on and on. It was just so funny. And then he said, yeah, he's like the alligator's like keeping the snail as a slave, and that's so messed up. And he was just like laughing about it. Oh, and then, so the girl in the video, she's like coloring in the alligator, coloring in the background, whatever. And then she got to the next video where she was talking about shading. So like I said, she based the entire page with alcohol marker. So she just basic colored the entire page with like one like round of alcohol marker. And then the second video she did was like where she took colored pencil and shaded on top of it. And she was talking about soft core colored pencils, which like Prismacolors, think like the fancy colored pencils that like blend really well. The reason they blend so well is because they have a soft core. They are a softer pencil. They turn into like almost like it's just powderier, more powdery. I don't know if that's a word, but like basically when you put the color down, you can put another color on top of it and get a really nice gradient blend because it's soft. It's not like hard lead. It's like softer. I don't know how to explain it better than that. I'm not a professional colorist, but he was like, wait a minute. He was like, there are hardcore versus soft core. Like, he's like, what are they talking about? Soft core pencils? He's like, he was like, what is that? And I was like, Eric, no, it's not. They're talking about this, like, the hardness of the actual, like, the color, the pigment is hard versus soft. And he was like, what? He was like, what, does it have a warm, gooey center? I'm like, no, Eric, no. It's just, I love watching videos with him in the room because he makes the funniest commentary, and I just thought that was really funny. Oh my gosh, I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry. Oh, we went to bed so late last night because I was up coloring and diamond painting and doing other things. So we had a really fun time on Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day was Friday. We both worked. I worked from home and he went to the office, but we are both, well, like, whatever. We are Marriott members. So we have, like, the Marriott credit card and we use it for points all the time and whatever. And because we're part of that rewards program, we get a free hotel night once a year. It's like an annual perk that you get for being a Marriott rewards member. And so at whatever tier level we are or whatever. So I had realized that we had gotten a free night at a hotel under a certain amount of points. Like, you can use points for it. And so I was actually able to book us the hotel for Valentine's Day night, which we were so excited about. So we booked the hotel. He was working in downtown that day, so he was much closer to the to the hotel than I was. So I had my mom come over to my house here that on Valentine's Day, so I got to spend some time with her because I haven't seen her in a couple of days because I've been just so busy at work. Normally I'll have her come over and hang out with me once a week while I'm working from home, but because we're a person down on the team, I've just been working so hard. I didn't want to have her come over and, like, be a distraction while I was working, so she hasn't come over in a while. So she came over on Valentine's Day and we hung out, and that was super fun. I gave her Valentine's Day present and all that, and she gave me some stuff to take to Eric. And she said that she would drive me down to the hotel after I got off of work, so that way I didn't have to worry about us having two cars at the hotel, because that would be just silly. So after work ended, we went over to her house to pick up my stepdad, because she was like, well, if I'm already taking you down to the hotel, I might as well just grab David, and then we can already be out for the night, whatever. Because their version of Valentine's Day was they wanted to go to a bunch of fancy grocery stores. So they went to, like, Aldi and Sprouts. That was their Valentine's Day. So they were like, she was like, well, I'll just go pick up David first, and then that way when we drop you off, we'll already be like out and about. And I was like, that's fine. You're doing me a favor, so whatever. So we go pick up David, then we head to the hotel, and they drop me off. I go upstairs, Eric and I change, and then we decided we wanted to go to check out the casino in downtown. So we went to the casino, and they had a new, like if you sign up for their little free rewards card at the casino, they had a deal going where you got a free Hard Rock t-shirt, and you got basically kind of like a rebate for anything you lost up to $200 on your first visit. So we brought $200 to gamble with, but if we lost it, we would get it back. So we'll probably go back for like a date night in a couple weeks whenever it goes back onto our card as like free play, and we can spend that $200 again. I don't think we can just like pull that money out and walk with $200 cash. I think it's like you have to spend it in the casino, but it's fine. It's like a fun thing for us to do, and we actually really enjoy it. And we had so much fun. Also we went to this really good Italian restaurant that was in the casino. It was actually very decently priced for it being like a fancy hotel, fancy casino, fancy dinner, but like it wasn't $1 million, which I was like, that's so awesome. So we had like a really, really good like home cooked Italian dinner basically. And it was in the casino, so like while we're eating, we're like watching people play, which was really fun. And then we got to play a little bit. And when we first started gambling, we actually were doing like pretty good. But then at one point, we wandered upstairs because that's where the non-smoking section was. So the main floor is like you can smoke in the casino, and like both of us were like choking. So if you go up to the second floor of this casino, it's all non-smoking, and they have all of this. It's smaller, but they have all the same machines basically, just fewer of them. So we go upstairs to the non-smoking section, and we're wandering around, and we're trying to decide what we want to play next. I have certain machines that I like to play like regularly. Like I have machines that I feel comfortable with and I understand the rules, and like I really like playing on those machines. But I told Eric, I was like, I feel like we need to branch out. I feel like we need to play a machine that we don't normally play. Well, then we wandered into this one room, and it's called the high roller room. And essentially all it means is that the slot machines in that room have a higher minimum bet denomination. So if you're on the main floor, most of the machines are like 1 cent minimum bets. And so if you do like a 5 times your bet or whatever, it's like you're spending like 5 cents or 20. It's like it's change. You're gambling with change, and that extends your playtime. But if you go in the high roller room, your minimum bet might be higher. So you might be, every time you spin, it's like $10 or something like that. But you have a bigger chance of winning bigger amounts of money. So it's like a thing. And so I told Eric, I was like, well, I'm like, whatever we lose, we only brought $200 to gamble with. And I was like, whatever, if we lose anything tonight, we're going to get it back because of the little deal that they had with the player card thing. And he's like, yeah, let's just go try it. Why not? Like, when are we ever going to go in a high roller room? Like, never. We don't gamble with like that much money. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, and that's just like anyone who's interested in gambling, only go to a casino with what you're willing to lose. Do not go in there without a plan of how much money you're willing to spend. You have to go in there with a number and spend that number and walk. Do not do more than that, because that's how you get yourself into trouble. But yeah, so we went in with $200. We found out that they were going to give us the $200 back, so we were much more willing to blow it because we were like, well, it doesn't really matter. Because we'll end up getting this $200 back in like 7 to 10 business days or whatever. So we went into that room. We sat down at the machine that I'm familiar with, because I was like, well, I'm not going to just pull on a random machine. So I sat down at the machine that I've played before in the not high roller room, and I hit a button, and Eric looks at me, and I'm like, what? And the machine said like $290, or it was almost $300. And I had put in a ticket from downstairs when we were gambling downstairs, and I had put in a ticket for 70 something. It was like $77. So the first button I hit, I had won like over $200 on one spin. And I don't know what broke in my brain. I'm not sure what happened to me. I have no idea. But something in my mind told me that that money was actually something that was already in the machine. So my mind told me, Ashley, like, I didn't realize that I had won that money. In my head, somebody had left money in the machine, so when I added my ticket to it, it became $300. So, like, I thought somebody walked away from the machine and just decided to leave, like, $200 and something in there. That's so not what happened. I won that money, but I had a brain aneurysm because my brain said, surely you didn't win that money just now. Surely somebody walked away from the machine and just said, screw it, and left money in there because it's the high roller room and people don't care about their money. Again, I know that is completely demented, and I don't know why I thought it. I totally understand that, like, I had a mini stroke in that moment. But when I looked at Eric, me thinking that money, someone left it in there, and me adding my ticket to it is what brought it to $300. I was like, should I walk? I'm like thinking, like, should I just take this money and run with it? Meanwhile, what really happened was I hit the button and I won $200 something. And I looked at Eric, he's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. And I was like, should I walk? Like, that's a lot of money, whatever. And again, I'm thinking I'm walking away with like somebody else's money that they just left and didn't care about. He's realizing that, like, I won $200 on one spin in the high roller room, and he's like maybe just do it one more time. So I do it again, and then it goes away, and then I do it again, and it goes back up. And again, I literally think I'm gambling with somebody else's money right now, not realizing that I had won that money. And then finally, like, I decided to go up. I like hit, you can change like the amount of multipliers on like a thing. So I hit a higher multiplier than what I was originally hitting. And it was like all gone. It like went back down to $70. And I was like, oh, that's too bad. I was like, well, good thing it wasn't our money. And he was like, babe, what are you talking about? I was like, that was, somebody left that in the machine. He's like, Ashley, you literally had won like over $200 on your first spin. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then we went back and forth, and then it dawned on me. He's like, Ashley, you put your ticket in, like the $77 ticket, and then you hit the button. That was your first bet, and you won a bunch of money. And I was like, you told me to. He's like, I didn't tell you to keep going. I was like, I asked you if I should walk, and you said no, hit it again. And I thought that was you confirming with me that it was not my money. And he's like, no, you crazy girl, no, like you won that. And I was like, oh my gosh. So literally we won and lost $200 in a span of like 3 seconds, because I didn't realize it was out. Like if I would have made the mental connection that like I hit the button and we won $300, I would have walked. I would have pulled that ticket and been like, we're walking out of here $200 richer. That's amazing. No, my brain decided to tell me that we were gambling with not real money. And yeah, actually, oh, I just forgot. I have a clip of this. I took some footage in the casino. I'm going to pause for a second and play you some footage from this casino. And then at the end, I'm in the car and I'm talking about what happened. So let me I'll play it for you. We are leaving the Hard Rock. We had a really good night. It's Valentine's Day. Hi, babe.
Hi.
So let me just tell you what this man just did to me. So, okay, so oh my gosh, sorry. There's a man backing up and it was fine. Anyway, so tonight we go to the casino. We ate dinner first. Dinner was freaking delicious. We went to an Italian restaurant in the casino. It was super delicious. Then we decided to get these player cards, right? Oh, that's just my... Okay, so we got like our cool little player card or whatever, and I got this 99-cent rubber band that makes it really easy to not lose your player card. Anyway, so that was really fun. We actually got free t-shirts when we got our player cards, because it was like a little promotion they were running, and they were running a promotion where you get, what is it, like recredited $200?
So yeah, what happens is that when you sign up and you play slots, they will credit you up to $200 in losses in like 5 to 7 business days or something like that.
So, something like that. And we don't live that far from this casino, so we were like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we can come back like on another date night or whatever and basically use the money we lost. Or I bet you we could actually just cash out and take it. Or do you have to play it? I don't know.
You have to play it. It counts as a credit.
We'll figure it out. But long story short, Eric and I played a couple machines. We were like not losing too bad. We were like actually doing really fine. And then we went upstairs, because the upstairs of the, where are we, the Hard Rock? Yeah. The upstairs is non-smoking, and so we were both like getting choked out from the smoke, so we decided to go to the non-smoking slot machines. And while we were up there, I had noticed that one of the games I really like to play is in like one of the high roller rooms, and I was like, you know what, we'll just try it. Why not? We didn't come with like a bunch of money, but I was like, you know what? We'll just throw $100 in there and see what happens. You
didn't even throw $100 in there.
It was like 70.
It was $86.
$86.
Because you were down to 30 or 40 something. I went and played on a slot, lost 20 but made 60. So you were back up to $86 is what it boiled down to.
Okay, so I'm back up to $86. Sorry, the lighting is crazy. It's because we're driving out of the casino area. But anyway, so I'm back up to like $86 and I just sit down and press a button, and what happens?
She wins $287.
Okay, so let me tell you what I thought happened. What I thought happened was I sat down at a machine and someone had left their $280 something. Like they were just like, I don't know, high roller, fed up. I don't even know what I thought. I just thought, I had thought that something had happened and like money was left there. And I looked at Eric with a look of shock on my face, and he's looking back at me with a level of shock on his face. And I'm like, we're shocked for different reasons. He's shocked because he knows that I just won money. I'm shocked because I think someone left money. And so I look at him. We don't make this realization yet. I look at him and I'm like, should I like hit it again? Like just, because it's not our money. Like I had thought someone like abandoned their thing and left it. And he was like, yeah, like whatever, hit it one more time. And I did. And then the money was all gone. And I was like,
no, what happened was that you hit it. It went down because we didn't realize, but you're betting $22, so it went down $22, and then you hit it again, and then the third time you hit it, you were like, screw it, I'm going to hit for max bet. So you went.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. Again, sorry, let me turn the light on. Okay, there you go.
You hit for max bet.
I hit for max bet, which we're in the high roller room, so it was like, what, $80?
Yeah.
It was something stupid that I should not have done, but again, I need you to understand the only reason I did that was because I thought I was using like random money. I thought
like $200.
Whatever. I didn't know what I was doing, which is like, you should be paying attention and communicating when you gamble. But it was like, we only threw in like 70 something bucks or whatever. So I was like, whatever, who cares? And then it lost. And then I looked at Eric, I was like, oh man, whatever. And then he was like, you lost. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I thought it was like the money that was in there. And he was like, no, like you won and then you lost. And I was super confused. And I realized that, because if I would have known that it was my money, I would have walked.
Well, no, what happened was that you did the max bet. You didn't win. So then you bet it. Well, you did the max bet. You got to $297. So you had earned $10 more than what we had started with.
Wait, you're saying I saved myself and then I did it again?
And then you hit max bet again. You hit max bet again, and then that's when it went down to 80. That's when it went down to 70 something dollars.
Listen, at the end of the day, we didn't actually lose, like we only lost money that we won. But if I had realized that that was our money that we won, I would have walked so fast. But it's fine. It was fun. We had a great time. We just got back to our hotel. That was really fast, actually. And so we're just going to enjoy the rest of our Valentine's Day. But I just wanted to film this little snippet so you guys knew how absolutely unhinged that experience was, in the best way. And dinner was delicious.
It was.
And look, they gave me these really cute carnations at dinner. Smell. Okay. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye. Can you believe that? Can you believe I'm so stupid? The only thing that makes me feel better about the whole situation is that we get the money back. We get the money back because, I mean, like, we won money and lost money, but the original $200 that we brought into the casino to play with, we get that back because we, quote unquote, we lost it, right? Like, we lost the $200, but because of the promotion they were running, we each got a free t-shirt, and we each get up to $200 as like back in credit for the special promotion they were running. So like, technically I didn't lose anything yet because it's whatever, I get to play that same $200 again. And if I do hit next time, I will be walking, and I will not be re-betting on a huge win like that. But I was like, man, I'm like, do you know how many diamond paintings that could have been? He was like, Ashley. I was like, I'm sorry. But it was fine. Again, the hotel night was free. So we stayed at the hotel for free. Dinner was like under $100 for a really fancy hotel, or a really fancy like casino dinner at an Italian restaurant. And then we brought $200, but we're going to get that back. So overall, like, we didn't really even spend that much money. And we had an incredible time. Like, we were cackling and laughing. We were like, it was so much fun. And at at the dinner, they gave me flowers at dinner. They gave me these 2 really cute carnations. And then when I got back to the hotel room, Eric had set up like, he had bought me like flowers and some candy and stuff, like, and he wrote me a card, and he had that like in the hotel room for when I got upstairs. It was really sweet. It was honestly probably one of the best Valentine's days I've had in like years. And then we ran a 5K. So yesterday, by the way, I am so sore. My legs feel like they are like stiff as a board. I know that motion is lotion, and I should be like getting up and walking around. It's only 3:30 right now. It is raining, but we're probably going to go to the gym tonight, and I'm just going to do the bike so I can like move my legs so that my hips get more like motion in them, because we ran that 5K. Okay, I say ran. We went with the runners. I jog walked the entire thing. So like I jogged and then I would walk, and then I would jog and I would walk. And we had to wake up we were at the hotel. We had a great night's sleep. The hotel was super comfy. They like had clearly like recently renovated it. And so we wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We put on our racing gear. We put on our little bibs, and we drive to campus where the race is. And yeah, the race started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we finished by 8:45. So for me, I'm not a runner at all. And I felt really good about that time. As a matter of fact, Ashley Ross, placed third place in my age group. I know. Can you believe that? I was floored. I was like, clearly there was nobody there that was like, I think my age group was 30 to 35. I think that was my age bracket because I'm 32. And I came in third place for my age group. I didn't win anything for it. Oh, I should have brought my medal upstairs. I don't have my medal. But yeah, my medal is downstairs, but because I'm going to take it to the office and put it up in my office, because I've done this same scrub run every year that it's happened. This was the 3rd annual one, and I've done it every single year that it's happened. But this was the first time that I went with the runners and not the walkers, because they do the walkers at 8:45. But I wanted to try to like, whatever. So yeah, it was just really, really cool. We had a really fun time. The weather was like perfect. It was overcast and breezy, and the sun didn't come up until the race was over. So it was like the perfect weather for a good little run. But I don't run, so I'm so sore today. My hips and my like, it's only from the waist down. Like my upper body is completely fine, but my hips and my like calves are on fire right now. But like, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like that feeling. Do you guys like it when you feel sore? I feel like it means like you did something. I don't know. I just like the feeling. But anyways, the 5K went really, really well. I totally feel like I held Eric back. He was telling me, because I said to him, I was like, I feel bad. I feel like you could have finished faster than me. But he kept like, when I would like, I was exhausted because I would like do a jog and then I would walk. And then I would just feel a burst of energy and like jog and then walk. So he would just keep pace with me. If I was jogging, he was jogging. If I was walking, he was walking. And so like, but there were certain parts where I would stop, and he had jogged a little bit ahead of me. And I was like, keep going, keep going. He's like, no, I'm not going to leave you. He's like, no, we're doing this together. And I was like, okay. But I felt bad because I was like, he totally could have probably finished the race faster than I did. But then when we finished the race, there was a QR code on the bib that we were wearing, and it told you like how everybody finished. And like, we were definitely in the last half of the pack for sure. There were people there that clearly run for fun. But the fact that I came in third place for my age group, I was laughing so hard. I was like, that's amazing. Again, I bet you, if that's the case, I'm sure there were only 3 people in the age group, and I came last in the age group because I did not run the whole thing. But I was extremely proud of myself for doing the 5K, doing it the day after Valentine's Day. So many people came up to me and they were like, I can't believe that you were at a casino last night and you literally woke up and ran a 5K. I was like, yeah. Yeah, like, it's hard. Just kidding. It was hard. It was very hard. But it was very fun. And I can't wait to put my medal with my other 2 medals in my office at work with my bib And yeah, it was just like a huge accomplishment for me. I was even telling one of the faculty members that was there, because the 5K happened at my college where I work. So it was like a bunch of friends. Like it was all of my faculty, my staff colleagues. My boss was there. I ran with my boss and his daughter. It was really fun. So we were all like running it together. But like, you know, like a year ago, I don't know that I could have done that. I walked it last year, and you know, it took me longer than 45 minutes, I'll tell you that much. But like, it was really cool to just have like other people who have known me for years be like, I'm so impressed with like you and like your growth and like all of that. Like that felt really good to hear, because, you know, like health and fitness like has not always been my bag. It honestly still isn't. I don't enjoy working out. I don't think it's fun. I do it out of necessity because I want to be healthy and well, but like I don't enjoy going to the gym. I don't enjoy running, but I know it's good for me, and I do enjoy the sense of accomplishment I feel when I'm done. And so to have a bunch of my peers and colleagues come up to me and be like, wow, like you did an amazing job. Like, I'm so impressed that you were out there and you did that. I was just like, thank you so much. And then I proceeded to go to K-Pot afterwards and eat my body weight in Korean food. So, listen, I earned it, okay? I ran a 5K at 8 o'clock in the morning the day after Valentine's Day. I deserved white rice and bulgogi, okay? It was delicious. We had hot pot and Korean barbecue. And it was super, super good. We went with our friend Sam, because unfortunately his wife Kelly, she's the vet tech that I'm always telling you guys about. She worked literally Valentine's Day, yesterday, and today, and she works nights, and it's an emergency vet hospital. So they celebrated their Thanksgiving, their Valentine's Day on Thursday. But she had to work on Valentine's Day night and Saturday night. So we decided to hang out with him on Saturday so we could, like, you know, he wasn't just home sitting by himself, like, whatever. So we went out to K-Pot, and then we also visited a couple card shops for Magic. We like Magic the Gathering, so we visited a couple card shops. He bought a huge box of cards. We unboxed them together. We played like 2 games of Magic. And then he went home, and then I came upstairs and diamond painted and hung out until the wee hours of the morning. So that was my Saturday. But anyways, yeah, Valentine's Day, I'm not kidding. Like, I told Eric, I was like, we need to put in the budget, like, just like, again, like $200 a month or something. Or maybe not a month, maybe $200 like every other month. And like, we should just go to that casino and have a good time, because we laughed and we had so much fun. Also, you can go to a casino and not spend $1 if you have the self-control. You could just go and people watch. People watching in a casino is so much fun, because like, you're watching people just put 20s, hundreds. It's really fun to watch other people spend their money. Let me just say that. But yeah, there was also, when we went to the casino, we walked around before. We like spent most of our time walking around and just looking at everything, because it's a Hard Rock. So they have like the piano that Elvis Presley played on. They have costumes and outfits from different rock concerts and like famous people, and like it was crazy. It's a hotel, a casino, restaurants. It's like huge. There was just so much to look at. And so Eric and I saw there were a bunch of other restaurants that we didn't know about when we like made the reservation. So we decided that when we go back, we're gonna have to try like a different restaurant or whatever, because they had just so much cool stuff to explore and do. But yeah, I was like, we should make this like our like date night. Like, not like, we're not inviting the whole world, we're not telling our friends to come with us, we're not telling our parents. Like, you and I, once every couple months, we'll go to that hotel, because it wasn't that expensive. Like, we got it for free this time, but I was like, it's like $150 a night, maybe. But even then, I could use my points to pay for it, because I get points by using the credit card. So we could just even do one night and use credit card points, and then we could go and then sleep and then whatever. And he was like, yeah, that would be really fun. So that might be a thing. I don't know. Like, again, I don't want to overdo it. You know, when you're at a casino, like, if you don't win, you're kind of throwing money away. But again, if you have the budget to be able to afford to do that, like, it you know, everyone spends their budget, their money. Everyone spends their budget or their money differently. And so, you know, no judgment on, some people can go to a casino and drop like $1,000 and not even blink an eye. that's not us. But I think that, you know, we had a really fun night, and again, it's probably one of the best Valentine's days I've had in years. And not that like I haven't enjoyed other Valentine's days, but like it was just like a real date night. You know what I mean? Like we went out, we went to a hotel, we like gambled a little, we had a really nice dinner, we people watched, we laughed, we were like hanging out. I could do without the 5K the next day, but overall we had a really, really, really good night. And I think that for him and I, like, it's nice to get away, just the two of us, but he doesn't get a lot of time off of work, so we can't really do a lot of vacations, just the two of us, because most of the time the vacations are with family because they want to see us, they want to go on vacation with us, and we save that time for them. But this was just like a really fun local way to get away and spend some time together without having to like take time off of work. Like we could just do that on a Saturday going into a Sunday, or a Friday going into a Saturday. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't think I brought the book out, but I don't think we have enough time because it's already going to be like a 3-hour video. I'm the worst, guys. I promise we're going to do this eventually, maybe on a week where I don't have as much to talk about. But that was basically everything I wanted to share with you guys for this whip and chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is how far we got. So we're pretty much almost done with this section. I literally only have like this small, like there's probably like 40 drills left of this section. So I'm definitely going to finish this today. And I'm going to move into the next section. We'll see. Maybe I can get all 3 of these sections done today, which would be great because that means I could hang this up and then bring back Cozy Cabin. And again, next time that we do a whip and chat, it'll either be me finishing my last row of Cozy Cabin, or it will be me doing a post-review kit down of Cozy Cabin. So it's going to be one of the two. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how far I can get during this week. Nothing really crazy is happening this week, so I should be able to get pretty far on it, but we'll see. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed meeting Zed, my Valentine's Day octopus from my mother. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know I love it when you guys do that, and I love to engage with you in the comments. Please let me know what you did for Valentine's Day. I hope you had a really good weekend, and I hope you have a great week ahead as well. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.